Crap. Gonna have to repost, I think, the link. Oh no.
You should be able to stream back to the same thing on YouTube if you still have
Oh, the stream
you
code
didn't,
or
yeah,
whatever.
if you didn't, because you have the YouTube thing open, right, where you can hit in stream and start stream. If you never hit in stream, you can leave and come back to it. So it should still be there.
I was doing it on whatchamacallit, Streamlabs. But let me see if I can find the
I'm not sure because I know through the page itself. Um,
yeah.
yeah.
Uh Hello guys. Sorry about that. I had to take down the stream real quick because the bitrate was wrong. That's my bad. Uh but I think we were talking about the matchup before we had to go offline
Yeah, I was just saying
real
I think
briefly.
Ryan has a uphill battle here, being from Luce's bracket, and I feel like Matt's deck is like positioned better against his
Mm.
Konosuba deck. So just wondering your thoughts as well.
I think the matchup ended up being better for Fate than a lot of people expected. So especially level 0, right? Like the last time these guys played, these guys have already played, and Matt won the set, and big part of that was due to the Shiro stock bomb. What is it? Archer's Entrust. What is the card called? Entrusted Arm of
Interested
Archer.
arm of
Shiro.
Archer.
Yeah, Shiro.
Yeah.
Really messed with Ryan's game plan, I think. Uh,
Yeah, it's hard for Konosuba getting like free pluses at zero, and
yeah,
like I forget, is Aqua 1500? Let me look this
yeah, it
up.
is
So
1500.
yeah,
It's
so
smaller.
you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
get the free pluses occasionally and free meal off of Aqua, which is kind of a bit annoying. I think one of like the biggest pieces to the matchup though, or like two of the biggest features is illusion magic. The way Matt will end up using illusion magic will like probably make or break some of the matches here, or yeah, some
Mm-hmm.
of like the turn cycles, as well as I actually think the Rider level 3, the King of Military Rule Rider, the clock click plus flicker effect makes it kind of awkward for Konosuba
Wait, they haven't.
to like have that really good kill potential at the end.
Wait. Oh, they haven't played. Wait. Why do I remember? Never mind that. Wait, why do I remember? Okay, that's so weird. I distinctly I remember Matt playing against the Konosuba player, but maybe not Ryan.
Did he?
Oh no, it was against Brandon. It was against Brandon. My bad. It was against Brandon. Not against Ryan, but it was against Brandon, the other Konosuba player. Yeah, and he won that set. And it was actually, I think, pretty convincing. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can start whenever you guys are ready.
Good luck, Matt. You too.
So we both think that the matchup is like
Just which one?
maybe even fate like more. Would you say the matchup is fate favored then, or
Definitely. I feel like it's enough to be like maybe a 6-4 split on Fate being favored. But I definitely think Fate has the tools to make Konosuba's life a living hell, on top of the fact that I think Matt is very familiar with the Konosuba matchup, so I think he's going to make very strong plays and knows when to like abuse illusion magic and things like that to make the matchup really annoying for Ryan.
Yeah, for probably 4. Okay, only 3. I guess it's gonna mill a stock soul.
definitely don't disagree with that.
So Ryan is like has a really good start, but unfortunately he's playing against Fate here, so if he opens up the Shiro Bomb, we could say goodbye to that Swimsuit Megaman.
And he finds it. It's either the bomb or
The Clock
the
on
clock
Core,
on
right?
core,
Yeah.
which actually is a bit of a hard choice. He's actually going to he's still thinking about it, but which would
an Avenger in hand.
Personally, I would take the
Assuming he doesn't
stock
have-
bomb. Yeah.
yeah, you take
I
the
mean, if
stock
he
bomb.
doesn't have the Clock on Core even in his opening hand, I think I would still go ahead and take the bomb.
Yeah. Stock bomb. Yeah.
Just valuing the disruption to Ryan's level 0 game
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, don't think I would disagree.
Cute. Play no effect on play. Resonate.
Oh,
Opens up with Ambush Shijun and the level 3. Pretty good.
turn 2. It's pretty good.
Yeah, both those zeros are good. The 2, or is that the 3-2 there? So yeah, I'm
it's
pretty
the
sure he's taking
other-
one of the zeros.
One of the zeros
Yeah.
for sure. But Ryan still has he just has nothing to crash into because Matt only attacked once, going second. So it's hard to think about playing the. It's like it can be a little hard to think about playing the Aqua because he's not. He just it's just hard to know whether he's gonna get value out of
I'm
it. 'Cause,
Canadian. I'm gonna say sorry.
Yeah, I think grabbing Aqua might be a little bit better here, depending on like what else is in his hand. Just because I think Swimsuit Megaman can get answered by the Clock Bomb or the Stock Bomb, but Aqua itself can only be answered by the Stock Bomb, right?
the clock bomb. I don't think he runs the.
I'm sorry, the Aqua can be answered by the Stock Bomb from Fate. That's the only out for it, right? Because I think everything else is too much high, or can't get rid of it or whatever. But he goes ahead and takes the Swimsuit Megaman.
Also, kind of depends on how many times you want to attack this turn, I guess. So Matt probably hitting level 1 here. Yeah.
Yep. Goes ahead and gets the Stock Soul.
Pretty powerful for Ryan, actually, despite losing the +1 from the first Swimsuit Megaman because of the Stock Bomb.
Yeah.
But it's always a deck that can make the most out of every extra stock it gets. So
This is I think this turned out kind of better for Ryan randomly because Matt went ahead and canceled twice.
yeah. Man.
Doesn't hit on Brainstorm,
Yeah.
unfortunate.
And
See, this is like another field that would like I would love if it had multiple level 0 Shiros in my hand
Yeah,
just
of
to
course.
slam into them here.
and the pressure's on. Matt really wants at least one. I think if just to man, you can only attack one with the Ilya.
When this dice. Discard a door.
That really bites.
Man, this game is going so
Really
slow. They're just
good.
canceling.
Matt really not wanting to. Probably just doesn't have either. What's more likely? Him not have any cards to play. Or him just wanting to hit level 1 first. I think he just.
It's mostly he wants to hit
first,
level 1
yeah.
first, I think, here. He probably didn't have anything to play because his hand is already pretty set up for level 1, so he's just happy with, like, you know, chumping once here and then just, like, waiting to get hit to 1 and possibly get multiple reverses.
Yeah, but I think Ryan's fine either way. It's kind of that stock soul that turn where Matt double cancel the stock soul attacks really was a big swing for Ryan.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
He has such an ability to play any game he basically wants to, whether it's level 0 or level 1, and that's like off the back of these resonators, getting in like all the cards.
Yep. I wonder what he's trying to decide here. Is he just trying to think of going for the bomb or getting another union?
Maybe he's deciding. Maybe he doesn't have 3 attackers.
Yeah, that would be the reason to get the level 0, but
yeah.
I wasn't sure like
Size is 6.
was the reasoning behind maybe taking the bomb instead.
Oh, he had a runner. That's another reason why he wouldn't want to attack with 3 cards this turn.
Yeah.
Runner to dodge the Shimikaze combo that Matt plays at level 1. And if he attacks 3 times, obviously he can't.
Yep. Oh, he's going to attack 3 times anyway.
Doesn't care. He's going to go in.
Yeah, I think maybe he kind of. Well, I don't know if he really gave up on his level 1 combo. He might have another gate in hand, but he did ditch a gate off of the runner.
I assume he's with stock soul. Oh my goodness.
Big damage here.
3/4 and then 5 on play.
So Matt did take a calculated risk,
Sun Tzu.
only attacking once. If he decided to do so with that while having like playables in his hand, because he wanted to hit level 1 first. So we're gonna see how well he can cancel.
Yeah, there is a chance that he just is level 2 this turn. I think he's at what 4 climaxes right now, maybe.
I think it's 4. Oh man, it's taking.
Yeah, realistic. There's a chance he can be level 2 here, which we might see happen.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Cards in deck?
Talking to them earlier, I was like, I hope this is a quick 2-0 either way because I don't want to be here all night, and this might be happening.
Dude.
This is like one of those positions that Fate, like at least as far as the English version of Fate, like struggles to be in. Is just like the random packets of big damage like this that you have like almost no control over. Yeah, as opposed to the unrestricted JP version was like if you took one of these big packets, you didn't really care. And this one, it's actually a little bit more significantly impacts the way the game's played out.
I think Matt still can try to, tread some water here for the next like couple of turns. That's his like hope, I assume. He
has all 3
can
colors
play
in
the
clock too.
refresh if he wants to.
Yeah, that might come down here actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, looks like he's brainstorming. So
yeah. Oh man, was he expecting that to hit more?
Yep.
We're gonna just see like a triple trigger gold bar here.
Oh no. That really hurt. If he has like, man, how many climaxes could he have in the deck? What, like 2, 3? I think we've only seen like.
Yeah, he probably had only like about 3 at most. And so we've seen one. He had one in hand. He ditches. I don't know if he had another one in hand here for the combo, or if that was the one he was just holding on to.
Oh,
I guess
man.
we'll see here.
Yep.
I think he did end up having 2. But even still,
Ooh, this is
Yeah.
rough. So we have this really tiny deck you don't get a lot of good searches off of.
Yeah, that's. Oh man. I'm glad that copy pasta fits exactly in the chat box preview. Oh my god. Jack, nothing gets cut off. Yeah, as you said, the quality of the search is going to be really low. He probably even refreshes without this climax, actually. If he searches, yeah, he definitely refreshes.
He
without the
definitely
climax if
doesn't.
He searches twice. Yeah, it's like it's super rough.
Yeah, the scary part here is depending if there's any climaxes left in his deck. If there is, he's probably attacking with the bomb second in hopes of triggering it to get to a new deck and maybe get at least some kind of good search off of the last swing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is rough. And I guess one thing to note too is he doesn't have Shiro on the board, so like all these cards are super weak on the backswing too.
Oh,
It's not like they could really be protected.
Yeah. Oh man. And a trigger as we expected.
This could be good. I think depending what's in, you probably take the blind stock here and then ditch as well, right? I would just want to get to the new deck to be able to have like a quality search because you're already in such a crappy position.
Yeah.
Are you doing any bar stuff? What do you think? Yeah, thinking. All right, yeah, no worries.
He's definitely thinking about whether. I don't know if he wants to see. I don't think he wants to see a bar in his clock though. That's like the biggest thing here, I think.
Yeah.
Because like if it hits his clock, it probably is never. It probably will even stay in his clock throughout the next deck.
No,
So
yeah,
we're talking about like implications for like the next refresh after this too, which is like
Yeah.
because of the way Fate plays, right? Like he's probably gonna look to refresh with the get to a refresh state, then refresh, right? So and he does opt to not to even stock actually.
Or ditch.
Yeah. Oh no.
So if this last card's a climax, he just gets no search here either. Yep, he
passes the search. Oh no!
It's a climax for
that
sure.
Is
then it has
so rough.
Oh,
from that.
Fate playing with like 2 stock 2 is just so rough.
Oh no!
I feel like usually at the level 2 range, like Fate gets so much value off of like being able to just like brainstorm and just hit all the time and being able to free fresh whenever you want, basically.
But now he can't brainstorm twice and then play the free fresh. Right?
Yeah.
It's like so. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. If he gets really lucky on the second deck, maybe we can see a real game. But I feel like, Fate might just be getting steamrolled here. Unfortunately, like just that huge packet early on in the game, just like dictating like how this match is gonna play out.
Notably, Ryan has no clock, so that clock bomb does nothing right now.
Oh god.
Ryan even canceled pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
On top of everything, and the swimsuit rested itself.
Not really. We can do this. I don't care if you can clock bomb that. Level add. Potentially more.
I'm not even sure what like Ryan is even doing here. He's just in such a good position. I don't know.
Yeah, one of those games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make this better. No clock. Resonate one.
So passing the clock and then
Stop
just
at it.
resonating.
Stop at it.
Sumi has all the cards he needs to
Yeah,
play
so
level 1.
It's not a quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably gonna see at least one Bunny Girl Union. Probably.
Let's see. I only saw 2 gates in his waiting room, so I'm not sure if he has one in hand right now. He probably does.
I think he has.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. And I think he's gonna go back with 6. He said.
And all 3 foreclosure is in the waiting room, right?
Yeah, should be. 1, 2, 3. Anything else?
No.
No. Okay. Front here first.
Yeah.
For 3.
Wow.
Is the other?
Oh,
female
okay, that's
waiting
right. Why did I say wow? I knew that was gonna be a kiss.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
in your waiting room?
room? One of each.
Yeah, other females in here.
And there's one of each.
Ryan also making the correct attack order, not refreshing his deck by accident and losing the swimsuit Mega Man.
Mhm.
Good. Man, this is gonna be like, I know I said this earlier. It was gonna be an uphill battle for Konosuba, but like I guess that the game's gonna be like this. But oh man, Fate is gonna be struggling the entire time.
Sometimes the cards don't fall your way.
Yep.
So
So like outside of like triple canceling like multiple turns, like how does Fate even come back here? I mean, I know you're a Fate player yourself, so
I think he described it honest. So he has to get compressed enough. He has to get pretty lucky. Like I know you were joking about the triple canceling stuff, but honestly,
yeah.
like he's a little behind. He kind of has to start canceling soon, and he also wants to be able to like refresh on time. He has like Matt has like no room for any kinds of like hiccups on his way to like good compression. So I mean, he's just yeah. I think he's definitely essentially just hoping a lot of cancels.
Yeah, for sure. It's
That's
definitely
just the way the
this
game has to be played for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, and a climax off of the refresh.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Is there anything else?
I don't want to call it too early, but I think this might be Ryan's game round 1.
Oh no. And next turn he's gonna have to, if he hits level 3, God forbid he hits level 3. If he does, he's gonna have to decide between playing like a single level 3 and or like brainstorming, which is just so terrible.
It's so rough. Like everything about Fate's position right now is just so rough. There's no stock to play with. The deck compression, like the entire deck is built around having like a good, basically good deck compression at level 2 and later. And like he didn't have time to set that up. He has no stock to play with. So even if like randomly he gets hit to 3 here, like there's probably a world where like double rider and like back row support like lets him loop it just enough to stay in the game. But he doesn't have stock to do things like that. So yeah. Like I said, it's kind of like joking a bit, but like he definitely needs to like have multiple cancels here, and here he is, level 3. Oh my god.
Thinking about it.
Please, Ryan, he's already dead.
Combo.
Perfect. Yeah.
Flip it back foreclosure.
Oh,
He has the foreclosure to his hand off the union.
Oh my god.
All
right. So are we just taking bets now whether Ryan kills him at why he's level 1 or level 2? Dang.
Does he even have blue in his clock? I don't think he has blue.
He doesn't. I don't think he has blue. I think it's 2 green and no red.
He can't even call on the Ilya healer or the refresh event until he clocks blue, which is so. Oh my god, those are like 2 pretty important comeback cards.
Yeah, for sure. Those cards definitely would give him more opportunities to like crawl his way back into this game. But without the color now, it's such a rough uphill battle. Luckily, as Fate, like if there's any deck that's like that can like push really hard randomly, it's definitely 8-bar Fate because you can just start slamming climaxes almost every turn, and hopefully get a little bit lucky on pushing damage through.
He has to do that, and and cancel a lot at the same time. It's like such a tall ask.
Yeah. It is a lot to ask for, but I mean, like, that's basically what you have to do, it feels like.
So does Ryan Foreclosure... I'm wondering if Ryan Foreclosure is here. It's
Well,
like...
he can't anyway, unless he somehow takes a lot of damage.
Okay. Oh my god.
But
That's
I guess
true.
we'll see.
Side. Two.
No, he can't even foreclose. What am I saying? The swimsuit's on the
Yeah.
board, so he can't even use it.
Front.
I wonder if he is. Yeah, I don't think Matt's gonna do
Yeah,
it because
Matt's
the
not
stock
gonna
is just
use
too
it.
important.
6 level. Okay. 6.
Yeah. It's definitely an effect he's gonna have to keep in his mind, because definitely don't think he can make this comeback without that climax combo. It really sucks that he had to commit this card to attack with too.
Yeah, exactly. The worst part about it is that early play Aqua can answer it, and Fate doesn't generally play a lot of counters.
I don't even think he runs a single.
I don't
counter.
think he runs any
Yeah.
counters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he can't even protect this if an early play comes out, which is like unfortunate because
Oh,
if you're gonna commit something like this, you're just gonna hope that it lives multiple turns. But it looks
I
like
guess
it's
it lives.
going
Yeah.
to. That's a good thing here. But Ryan with slamming the climax.
Ah.
It's like, yeah, 3/2/2 seems like lethal, so I'll go ahead and take that. Oh no,
Oh.
Matt, please cancel. I believe
Oh
in you.
no.
Front. 2.
Oh,
No,
they're not
Matt,
coming.
please, not like this.
The cancels are not coming.
I had so much faith in you, Matt, going in.
Oh my.
Oh my god! Please.
I love
RTA,
Weiss Schwarz.
world record.
I love Weiss Schwarz, guys. This is the best game ever, dude.
That was an insanely
America
fast game.
becoming- that-
Yeah, I mean,
God bless
like,
America.
why they're like picking up here and stuff. Like, I don't even know if there's anything we can really say about like.
Yeah, just
Yeah, it's just like cancel more, please, maybe, Matt.
this is
Like,
one of those
is-
games, right?
Yeah,
Like sometimes it just
it's one of those outlier games where you're just like,
Just give me
you
1
know,
second. I'll just be
you
right
get
back.
a little upset. Like, why do I play Weiss a little sometimes?
demoralizing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like play a game like this and you're just like, ah, I don't. My night's ruined. I don't want to play this game anymore. I thought we were supposed to have fun games of Weiss.
Yeah, man, it's just so unfortunate that just that game was just like nothing. Like I guess it kind of is in line with I hate to say this, but a lot of the games through WSI have been, some of them have been really crazy clown fiestas, as like people have been saying, because it's just like people randomly dying like that, and which I feel like doesn't happen as often in like normal like competitive Weiss when we go to regionals and stuff like that. At least from my experience, like most of the games are pretty normal games. We're getting some really wacky like outlier games this entire tournament, which is I think is really funny, but like it kind of sucks too as a spectator and like talking about these games, because I really wish there was more we could say about like, was there anything Matt could do better or anything, but like
Not much.
in reality
like,
there's
it's-
nothing. Like
Yeah, like
103.
he just low rolled really hard.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
And Ryan going first once again.
Well, one thing too, like I was saying earlier, I felt like Ryan had that uphill battle, like definitely starting off this set like that. He's
Good.
is
for
really
Albers.
good for him. Really good for him.
Ian had a
Like,
spreadsheet for it.
On one end, he probably feels really good. Next thing too is like, he gets 2 chances to hopefully knock Matt into losers,
Mhm.
and then I believe if that happens, it's being casted tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. If Ryan does reset the bracket.
Yep. I think if anything, this was definitely something like Ryan is very happy about, because it's going to make his life a lot easier to just
Of course,
hopefully
yeah.
reset the bracket.
So much less stress. Like
Yeah.
So how far was the opener then for you that
Yeah, like this game, he could maybe
Or was
take
it
a little
just
bit
so much
more
fun
risk,
next explicit?
and get a little lucky. If not, he still has that extra game at the end, hopefully to close it out.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, I think Matt is very familiar with the matchup and everything, and he just knows how to abuse the cards that he does have.
Maybe grabbing
Like I said,
stock
illusion
bomb
magic and stuff.
was,
So
like,
hopefully we get a more
If I did, then they are still
straightforward game of Weiss instead of this wacky
Mhm.
just like die in 3 turns, and we get to see some actual great play from Matt.
Konosuba's probably gonna try field no matter what, right? That's just what the deck does if it has 3 playables.
Maybe.
I guess while they finish shuffling up here, what are your thoughts on in this matchup that stock swap is on a level 1 for Fate? Like I was talking about this earlier before we all met up. Is like I think it's randomly really powerful against decks like Konosuba that would want to build that like 6 to 7 stock early on.
I'm gonna need it.
And then like you're like, oh, you happen to be like 3 and 10. I'll just stock swap you now before you your first deck refresh.
It's a really unfair way to like take away first deck cancels from a deck, because like sometimes I've described this before. Like sometimes when you play in your first deck, sometimes you end up being in a situation where you can where your climaxes just end up happening to be on the bottom, near the bottom of your deck, and so you can take advantage of that because you can usually tell like by your level 1 turn whether it's going to be one of those games. And Fate can take away that kind of game, like that kind of like deck from their opponents with either the illusion magic card or the stock swap against like decks that like end up making a lot of stock, which of course Ryan's deck does like generate extra stock. So yeah, I think definitely a very powerful tool in this matchup for sure. And people might think like, oh, it's blind stocking, but I think most of the time blind stocks are pretty clean in the first deck. That's like part of the power of these like blind stock cards that in the first deck is just a lot less likely.
Yeah, same thing with like how Fate, hits gold bars. You just take the stock 100%
of the time.
You're like,
take the stock. Yeah.
Statistically, you're not supposed to hit into the climax.
Oh,
We're gonna
is
see
Matt
this
looking
fabled Trifield.
Is Matt looking for first this runner?
He's like, you know what, Ryan? If you're gonna bully me like this, I'm gonna have to do the same to you. Oh man, putting that brainstorm in the back row has me a little scared. He probably doesn't have the clock on 4. Oh.
No,
he doesn't have it.
Right. 2.
So 2 games now that Matt has not opened the Avenger, the Shiro card. What is it called? Prepared to Fight, I think.
Resolution to Fight Together Shiro. Yeah, that's like one of the key defining cards of Fate. Like it's one of those decks. Like it could play slow if it wants to, but it can just like you open up this and you're like, I don't care. I can just go super aggressive, and if you kill my board, I can force myself to 1 if need be.
Yep.
Which is like really good.
But Matt having to play without like that key card like 2 games in a row now, because it's super powerful level 0. Like probably one of
awkward days when I can't kill a Kotsky.
Probably one of the most insanely powerful cards.
Yeah, for sure. I have to agree.
Yeah, and playing with that, well, I don't know if you heard that, but I think Ryan declared his inability to reverse either Ilya here. So okay, so he's
seems like he's probably gonna have to let him +1 Ilya. Yep, has
another stock soul level 0.
Yeah, I actually like this play a lot.
Yeah, I think super good.
Yeah, it's just really good aggression like early on for this match, and like I think overall, level 1 you're gonna never have any issues like finding reverses for unions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of spooky though, is that he has no unions out yet. He might be saving it just in case he gets stuck at level 0, but definitely hope Ryan presents some of those ambush unions soon. Because I think like making those aggressive plays and not having access to the union, it can cripple you. Luckily, he finds the drop search here, so if he needs it, he can just grab the drop search.
Grab the drop search here.
Yeah. Understandable.
As predicted. Uh,
3.
It should be 3. 1 stock soul, 2 stock soul, 1 door.
level 1 soccer combo probably off the table for Matt here. If he hits level, if he, assuming he's gonna, I'm assuming he's clocking. But because the runner is still alive, Matt would need 3 of the combo.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
kind
able
of
to,
unrealistic to
yeah.
find, and he has to level up 1 for the green itself, which
Hmm.
is rough.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I think he probably fields the level 1 block bomb here. Probably.
He can either do that, or
Looking
if he
for
has like
that.
level 0 Shuros, he can just throw out there the
Yeah.
Entrusted Arm of Archer, and then like send him the memory before second deck here.
Mhm.
Those are always like good attackers to have here when you have to like kind of like chump a turn.
Yeah, super good, especially because Ryan has to front. Ryan is probably going to front into
Yeah, I like that.
Matt's board next turn. So
Yeah, especially if he opens up multiple unions.
but Matt actually taking the hero pocket border. Oh, he has triple combo.
Shit.
Oh.
Oh,
okay, I was not expecting
baby.
that.
Oh,
The last game all accepted.
what a showman.
Great.
Oh man.
Pop them all out. Bam, bam, bam. Oh,
Oh man.
0-4 if it matters.
Ryan canceling the first attack, takes the second.
Such.
Dang. I almost I don't want to like be like so negative here. I almost feel like his attack order there was a little bit of a mistake. I would have like gone for the kill on the runner myself. And if Ryan canceled, you might want to just leave him there because he was going to be at 0-4, and then you have an entire turn of these 1-0 like 5/5s just living.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been like a really strong like chance to pass turn there. Especially since like Ryan hasn't committed any ambush unions to the board, so we're not even sure he has any in hand. And I feel like him grabbing that drop search says that he doesn't have it, so he can't do multiple unless he gets really lucky.
Yeah. But maybe it's possible his deck is not in a state where he can like say like if Ryan had like another.
Oh yeah, another
hand,
turn of like triple character and Islamistock Soul or something.
Yeah, if he were able to field like a lot of attackers, which he can because he has the drop search, right? The drop search being such a great
utility
grab
card there.
Yeah, it represents like multiple attackers no matter what level he is. It could be a little scary opening yourself up to possibly being level 2 again. Level 2 really early again.
But and at the same time, he had to play that last game with like no stock, so maybe he's a little too afraid to not have stock.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ryan's gonna respond with triple union.
I got a drop search. Drop search, go.
All right.
Search that.
Ambush, yeah. So I think he didn't have one in hand earlier. Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if he has a resonator. We've seen a lot of the level the 3/2 Megumin out actually so far because he revealed one off the Cheery, off the what is it called? Cheery, the Nuisance Megumin.
Yeah.
He just took one as damage right now. So.
I feel like he does because he didn't really look through his deck unless he just like immediately saw one there. But he probably has one in hand either way, I think.
1-3.
Yeah, I mean, like, what worst case scenario here is like one in deck, and like he has to like pay for the effect to clock. Oh, so yeah, he has it here. So this is really good too. This is going to be a lot of mill here that he could potentially have because it looks like he's about to refresh after this turn.
Where the fuck are my resonators? What the hell?
But I don't think he has might not have a second resonator to play.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't since he drop search for that one first.
Yeah, for sure. If he,
Oh man, this is actually.
Yeah, it seems like Ryan's gonna have a crash board turn like moment here.
Oh no, that would be pretty bad. Oh man, yeah.
Excellent.
All right, so yeah, he's only gonna be able to clear one lane here.
Pepe hands, man. Also feels bad.
Yeah.
Like a double triggered bunny rolls. How many wish, sir?
Which climax is in the waiting room now? check now.
One stock
Easy up.
soul. Yeah, no worries. One
This
stock
is a pretty
soul,
powerful
two
turn for
stock
Matt.
soul, one door, three stock soul. So 3 stock soul, 2
Just
door.
gonna keep
Yeah, and full closure. 2 and
2 soccers on board.
2. I think it should
Yeah,
be
and he's
okay.
gonna have a target next turn
That's nice.
for
Mhm.
to reverse 2, which is so good.
Yeah.
He might almost be in like if he gets the climax again, he might be in a position where he doesn't even need a clock,
Yeah.
which is gonna be really
This is
really good
awkward
for him.
now. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
supposed to side or front. I have to swing Union first. This feels so bad, man. Okay, I'm gonna front here first. 7K.
Yeah.
4-2. Yeah. Blind stock top check. It whips.
Cousin hand.
4.
Unfortunate whiff on the plus
That-
there.
Yeah, he really wanted that to hit. I think because he doesn't have a second
This
resonator.
is always fronting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Working with 4 cards in hand, and that just
Wow. Wow.
saved his cancels for this game.
Actually reversed.
Seems
Okay.
so.
Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Service. Confront. And I'm essentially allowed to go to 3 cards. There's maybe 1 in there, so I'm gonna crash. I'm under. 2.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Triple cancel.
Wow,
Thinking now.
cancel level
Wondering
1,
if-
no
I'm
less.
just thinking about this.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna use the cheery here or not. I think he said he has 2 climax left in deck
So still, like,
possibly.
potential
I
resonator,
kind of missed the count
so I
there.
can't still have to-
But it's like pretty. He has to hope Matt doesn't have the stock swap, right? If he-
Yeah.
it's kind of a pretty. It's honestly kind of lose-lose.
7.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, this is the exact scenario we brought up. Like this could be really scary to be in with,
I know, right?
you know, Fate having a level 1 stock
So
swap.
if I mill, I go to 3 cards. I guarantee my compression, but I have 2 potential cancels in here.
Yeah, he does say he has
Blind
2
stock.
climaxes in his
So I
deck
don't think
here,
I'm
so
supposed to
he's
Try to play for potential cancels.
thinking in here really hard on whether he just mills out his entire deck here, basically. We do know there's 3 ambush unions gone. There's 1 in clock, 1 in stock, 1 on the field. So I don't know if there's like a high chance for him to even like,
I'm sorry.
because I feel like that's the
tapped
highest target card you would want
Yeah.
off of like discarding nuisance
vocal person,
Mega Man
right?
for
I'm
that
sorry.
effect.
It helps me
Mhm.
think.
Uh,
No, if I mill, I have to mill at least 3 no matter.
man, and it's the worst case scenario for Ryan here is milling both climaxes. Yeah, okay, he's deciding. Oh, he is going for it.
Oh, my bad. Awkward camera angle.
Oh,
Oh, that's
there's
at least he had a
second
really good
resonator.
target there.
Do I stop? Oh my god.
Hey, it paid off.
This is really spooky here.
Did I blind stock it? Oh.
oh yeah, that's a
That's right. I
possibility.
forgot about
He
Union.
might have
That is a
blind stocked
possibility he blind stocked the climax.
Pure RNG. I keep my compression no matter what. I think I just have to. I'm so behind. I think have to play to try to get a cancel out of this deck. You triple canceled. It's all 8 in waiting room, right?
Yeah.
All
Ryan
8.
going through all these
Or
calculations
slam,
here,
so
making
it's
sure
just
he
one,
has the good compression and
2,
everything, and
2,
hopefully to get the cancel off of this like last 4 cards.
2.
Only
Potentially
might be
one
ruined
cancel,
by a
maybe
random
choose
stock
your
swap.
exchange,
Yeah.
which is perfectly fine. Okay.
But
I
definitely
have to
finding the second resonator is definitely like
Alright.
Yeah, it's really
What
big
he
for
wanted,
Ryan, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like the best target he could find.
Understandable.
Drop.
and Ryan just rolling with the 4 cards left in his deck. What would also be really bad is if he cancels off the top. If he does have a climax left in his deck, that would also be very
Very
not
rough.
so good.
Let's not beat the Pega.
Fortunately for Ryan,
Okay.
there's no way for Matt to have another climax here because he's
So
out
3
all 8.
times.
Mhm.
So
Understandable.
not as much of a. And I think the Union might lit. Actually,
Oh yeah, it is 6K. Yep,
Yeah,
it
it's
looks like
definitely
it's going to
living.
live.
yeah.
Don't see that happen too often.
Uh-oh. Is it a door? It's on the bottom. 1 door. 2 door,
That's it.
3 door. Oh, it's on the bottom. 2. Okay.
All right, moment of truth. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And
So he didn't blind stock a climax. You know it's clean
there's
now.
only 2 in there still, right?
Yep, just the 2.
All right, that's the blind.
Anything?
Stuff.
Anything else?
I think that's fine. Level 3 Megamins, I guess.
Combo,
And
right?
Fingers.
Okay. 1 Megumin and clock.
So do you think Matt might crash
Got the
his
Bird Fight as well, so
soccer
what does
in
that
here
matter?
Yeah, I guess
just to
so.
develop more of a lead after this, or do
So
you think
one-
he's going to
2
side
clock
off
and 1
of
for lead,
the
2 Bird
Union?
Fights. And going back.
I think he already
One
fronted
turn?
here.
It should be
Yeah.
both. I mulled both. And
You're
then
talking about the
I
Did
alien?
he?
clocked it when I salvaged.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he
Oh,
just
he put
fronted
the
with
alien
the
from me.
alien.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he just
Yeah.
fronted with the
He just
alien.
didn't reverse it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just shuffle so I can't see the cards.
My bad.
Mm. Not too bad for Ryan, all things considered.
Yeah. Usually you'd
Got the
kind of hope Fate
cancel.
would be at least a little bit more even here, but I mean, it's not the worst position to be in. He's definitely
Speed
not
shuffling.
like
Probably that's going back.
how Fate was last game.
Yeah. That's for
I
sure.
believe it's 1 stock slot and 2 refresh.
Okay.
But since the Union lived,
2, 1, 3.
it gives Ryan a bit of an opportunity to get some momentum. Namely just getting another copy of the door to play
2.
next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
I mean, getting the
Um,
plus here is pretty big too because his hand is just like a
Yeah.
4-card hand right now,
Yeah, yeah.
which is kind of rough. And we know one of them is the Ambush Union, which is like super valuable here in this position of like having this very tiny hand. But yeah, just getting that extra plus on the board like feels really good. So even if he doesn't draw the door here, it's still pretty happy. But if he draws the door and he goes for it again, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Exactly what he wants, more or less.
Yeah.
Maybe the Stoxel will be fine too, honestly.
Yeah.
He's still reversing some cards with the Stoxel though. And Konosuba more than most other decks can just convert stock into hand just quite easily. So, every time this deck plays a Stoxel, it's almost like it's basically
Trading
not
for a
losing
hand
any.
next turn. Yeah.
It's basically not losing any like cards from hand because that stock will just be used to replace the climax that you just played. So, man, wait. Oh, Matt is going back 8 climaxes to 11,
2, 1, 3.
18, 8 and 32, 7 and 31,
732 or 31. Yeah.
2. Cancel.
which is pretty good. Really good,
Yeah,
actually,
it's
for
a-
second deck.
It's about what 1 in 5, 7, 14, 21, 28, 30. Yeah. Wait. Or no, a little bit less than that. Almost 1 in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty solid. I mean, if he gets like any decent amount of cancels out of this deck as Fate, he's just gonna be in like a super great position.
Yeah. And the climax in his clock, not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe because you can just grab the climax when if he triggers a bar.
Yeah.
This deck. Ryan a little unlucky with the mills here.
Oh.
Wow. Not what he wanted to see, I think.
Go again.
Yeah. Using the second resonator. Don't blame him. Needs the hand.
Stop at the burn 5.
But he's scared of revealing more climaxes.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna. I think the drop searcher just means he's just gonna grab a Union because he might have another.
It's the only
On the
one
bottom, he
that's
might have
yeah.
another gate in hand, which is really good for him.
Unless I'm holding it like a god.
No, you gave it away though, because you said there were 3 out. Unless you're bluffing.
Oh. knows, man? Who knows? Maybe I'm like using Canadian
Yeah,
niceness.
so
to,
if he
like,
drops the gold, or not the gold bar, the gate here for the Union combo, definitely only revealing the one card was like the correct play for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the few things that's like skill intensive for the Konosuba player is how they use Ambush Union. I kind of feel like for the most part, the rest of the deck is almost autopilot-y, I'd hate to say. But definitely, like good players know how to mill their deck correctly and when to stop, even if it like the card isn't high value.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I hope to see a gate here.
Well, attack 3 times.
Oh, no gate.
No door.
6K. 3.
Oh no.
Where's my Euro cancels?
You're only like half European, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got it last turn, and now it's off. The powers are off this turn. I'll turn. 2. Front. 2. I lied.
Some good cancels by
Powerful.
Matt. Yeah. And like in this position too, like this is like another position where like the clock encore Shiro is just so powerful.
Yeah, it opens
Like
up. Yeah, he can hit
Matt
level
has
2
like a
here if he
4-card
wants.
hand. So yeah. If he wants to get to level 2, he can. He still gets pluses too.
And it puts him in a position to be able to free fresh this turn if he decides to do that.
He's out what 3 story time climaxes right now? I think there's 1 o'clock and 2 in waiting room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Encores twice. So Matt, I guess gauging whether how hard he wants to go in for this refresh. He might. Okay, opts not the clock.
It's off the brainstorm though. We'll see what he grabs here.
It's a little hard though, I think. He has a little too many cards in his deck to refresh this turn, so I'm wondering if he just decides to I guess sandbag a turn.
Yeah, it seems like this might be a position where he's gonna sandbag a turn. Just because you can't, without like really expending a lot of resources, you can't get to the bottom of your deck to force the free fresh. So hopefully, might just be looking to trigger kind of clean here, and then hopefully get a cancel or 2 off of this last deck before he gets the free fresh.
Yeah, without a climax though, his board can't actually reverse these unions.
Struggles.
Like it's another turn where, right? So one's probably gonna get clock bombed. But
just 1.
You know, 6K power bunny girl, man, definitely.
Well, he grabs another.
Hey, all right.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, wrong climax, but it's a climax at least. That's fine. At least he gets the reverses.
Yeah. If he didn't have this bar, turn would have been really bad for Matt, I think.
For 3.
EU powers activate, please. Nope.
Ooh.
Front. Bar. No stock for 2.
Opts not to stock.
Climax is out. And then 4.
I think that's fine here. He has like more than enough stock to play with, and if he bars away another one of his climaxes, that'd be like kind of devastating here.
Yeah.
He should only have what 2 left in his deck.
I think so.
Personally, I'm very much of a gambling person, so I would take the stock and not care. But we'll see if it pays off for Matt.
Stock does Matt? He has 8? I think he has 8 because he brainstormed and attacked 3 times, but
he has,
declined the stock.
He has 8
bar.
right now.
Yeah, he has 8 right now.
Yeah.
Definitely enough stock to do whatever he wants. So, Might also be thinking about foreclosure a little bit. It's a little early, but Fate, especially this deck, not especially equipped with many ways to pay stock
Mm-hmm.
proactively. It's honestly just the brainstorm and the free fresh here that you can use
Yeah.
so it's kind of like, I'm not saying that that's the main reason why I didn't stock here,
Is
but
Toon Rider in
just
your
a
way?
combination of having like enough stock,
Mm,
not, and then it being a little risky to stock, then like this additional factor of foreclosure being in the picture, contributed to Matt's decision not to stock here off the bar. Oh no. I think Ryan might not have. Okay, he had at least one. Okay. I was afraid for Ryan a little bit because
Yeah.
if he had to crash in more than one lane here, I think it's pretty bad for him.
Well, actually, he's in a position he does have to, right? Unless he drops a climax here. No, even with the climax, he still can't go over because that union's only 4K, right?
Oh, you're right. Because of the aqua. Oh, oh man. Oh.
Go again.
Ooh.
It's not what he wanted for sure.
Yeah. He did. Oh man.
Oh.
Does he stop here? It most likely does. He'll probably checking the count out here. If there's even a reason to mill the rest, he might just like be
Doors
free
always
clean
on the bottom.
triggers. So
I'm gonna stop and interrupt the runner.
oh, no climax in hand. Excellent.
Oh, this is a pretty bad
Never
turn.
Lucky. Feels bad.
I take it all
man.
back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad turn.
yeah.
Apart from the aqua, so the aqua probably lives for a while,
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
which is because Matt only
Please,
runs
Hero
the
Cancel. I need my karma.
He
There's
runs
only,
the
like-
2/1 rider.
yeah,
right?
he runs one of the
Mhm.
2-1 rider.
One card left.
That's like
So
the
the
only out I think he plays.
Yeah,
fuck,
so the
every
aqua probably
game.
lives, which is good. But
There's 7 climax,
All the-
right?
Matt once
Seven
again
climaxes.
keeping 2 Sakuras on the
Hold
board.
everything important. Like
Yeah.
everything relevant.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Okay.
Probably doesn't have the
Okay,
clock
like,
mixer or
not really
anything.
playing
Kind of
for
has free reign to do
240.
whatever he
Yeah,
wants here.
Yep. And 7 climax, right?
Yep. One door is missing.
Definitely
having
as
a
the big
climax
player, you
either.
never expect your Sakuras to live ever.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Did I miscount? Hold on.
Oh,
1 door, 2 door, 3 door, 4 door. Okay, I'm bad. Never mind.
Oh, big crit.
Alright.
Euro
Three.
cancel.
No Euro
Oh, wait.
cancel, please.
Oh, wait.
Big bucks, no whammies. Please eat it. Oh,
Australian.
Oh no.
Australian
Matt with the
cancels.
cancels.
Those don't exist. Ken never cancels.
I always cancel one.
Man,
I think I have Dex.
That really sucks too, because when you trigger those 2 soul triggers, you're really hoping for it to go in, because
Yeah, because
it's
Matt's like in like what 2 climaxes, right? We said, and so like if you kind of get lucky and maybe hit him to 3, like kind of screw up his compression a little bit more. But I think in this position now, it's just
refresh
like
on me. I'm gonna get tilted because I hate fate.
it's just super easy for him to get good compression. He's gonna be ready to do a free
Yeah.
fresh next turn. So
Understandable.
like he's going in with like a really good deck. This next deck.
They're both
Fresh.
not correct.
Oh, another stock soul. Who needs clock kicks? I sure don't. I hope I trigger a door as well. Oh, okay. 1. No cherry.
things breaking down a little
Yep.
for Ryan here.
Ryan's will to fight is slowly dying.
Oh man.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21.
So here is probably for Matt, no clock. He's gonna draw brainstorm probably. If he gets a little bit lucky, he hits the last climax in his deck to get a free
Yeah.
+1, and then drop the 2/1 free fresh, and then goes in.
Probably.
Imagine having early play heal in Fate now.
Haha. Where's your berserker tech? Like you play 2 berserkers, make Ilya really play.
Player
Kamala.
volume? Sure. I can
Hey,
turn
that's
that
slow
down for
pump
you guys.
be a berserker. Effects.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess we just play this.
Yeah, there it is.
Anything you would like to check?
Events. Is it still 1-1?
There's 2 refresh events.
2 refresh, no stock swap.
No, and 4 level
Yes.
1 bars, 2 level 3 bars.
14.
That's
You're good.
fine. People.
Man, just ignore chat, man. They're just a bunch of trolls. You see them posting those copy pastas. You can't trust chat at all. So yeah, Ryan here, kind of like on the back foot now. I mean, what are we looking for here to hopefully get Ryan back into the game? Because it seems like Matt is in definitely a lead here, especially with depending if he doesn't like triple trigger like gold bar here, like I think Matt's like worlds ahead in my opinion.
He definitely needs to start fielding level 3s for sure. I think he wants to just win board for free, essentially. And obviously canceling is also like something that'd be really good for him. That's not like under his control.
Yeah.
So like his path to victory, I think, is just continuing to field more cards like this Aqua. The Aqua would honestly be the most ideal card to field because it's not like part of his end game suite, so he can commit that card and it's not part of his like game plan later.
Yeah, and hopefully squeeze out some extra turns that. Yeah.
Healing more too. That was also super important for him. But
Release of death.
I don't know how much of his hand is gonna be
Direct. For 3.
Yes.
occupied. Like I don't know how much of his hand he's sculpted to be prepared for this scenario.
Yes.
But he's definitely canceling, which is good.
Yeah.
Oh right. Oh man, Aqua did not live because
traded with the gold bar there.
The gold bar. Yeah. You refreshed with 6, and notably the second rider bar, the second rider bar also was missing. Like
so potentially he either went back in the deck or was in his hand, right? Because we know he had this initial rider bar from triggering the turn before in his hand. So he either has 6 or 7 climaxes right now in his deck. So how do you feel about like when you're Fate and you're like behind a level? I feel like you're in a really good position here. And even though your opponent might like field level 3s, like you're completely fine crashing board because they generally are now forced to swing in for higher numbers and your deck's fairly compressed. Do you think that's like okay like line of play to like consider for Fate there?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not like Ryan has like, it's not like Matt has much of a choice in that regards, but it's like just being ahead in damage is Fate loves this scenario. I mean, that's definitely what he's looking to do. I think it's definitely
Another burn 5.
Yeah, the burn 5 also quite a decent card for Ryan to play as well because it gives him free 2 soul attackers.
Yeah, he basically paid 1 stock for 2 soul.
Yeah.
Two soul attackers there that turn, which is like pretty good.
Stop at it.
I think one thing to note too last turn was Matt did move his soccer to the back row and played over the other one and played the level 0s up in the front row. He's just playing that to like avoid like weird side attack scenarios probably, right? And then also being able to send the Shiro to memory here is always pretty good.
Yeah.
16 cards?
Let me make sure. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, yeah.
Also gives him good value off a bar later if he happens to, draw the level 1 bar.
Yeah.
He can get.
If anything lives on his opponent's board, that's
Yeah,
like
which
actually
it-
reversible.
yeah,
He gets a
which
free search.
a-
So.
Problem? Oh, okay.
Huh?
Ryan looking to, I
What
guess,
does this do?
trade with this runner.
Yeah, definitely trying to avoid that scenario we were just talking about.
Yeah. Giving Matt the free reverse.
Giving free pluses, yeah.
I have to cancel. Does an open lane give me more?
Because I think like Ryan just in a position he still has to like next turn when he takes on the swing back, he just hopes to like cancel 2 attacks or something like that.
4 cards in hand.
Yeah, it's still really
3-0.
bad to have a direct
Probably
lane.
3-0 next
Yeah.
turn, so
Yeah, for Ryan.
Desire
Because, like,
probably
I mean,
will
just
wear
extra
it.
soul. Every extra soul that Matt gets for
Follow
free
play,
right now is
and
just
you will be
extremely good. Because
on
it's not
there.
as though his deck finishes
Shot
that
is
well,
on there.
right?
Pushing to anything.
So any extra amount of
Actually,
damage that ends up
Tens, like,
sticking is like really, really big
in the middle.
for Matt. He's like, what's the term?
Force
It's like a
of
sports
overswing.
term.
The force of
But it's
overswing
not
doesn't
coming to my head right
matter.
now. But Matt right now is just like looking for extra damage.
You clock it,
That
3-2,
for
and then you go
extra damage to
3-2.
stick.
It's lethal.
So it makes his job at
But
level
don't
3
do
when he does hit
this,
level 3
this
much
2-2
easier.
is lethal.
Yeah, just looking to close out that
Okay,
well,
okay,
increase the
okay.
gap he has that already on Ryan, right?
Mhm.
It's like one of the things too about like the scenario too is that Fate is like in such a good compressed state that like sometimes you're just kind of hoping like these random packets of 2 or 3 do stick over, so he's forced to level up here and kind of like decompress himself a little bit.
No.
It looks like that might not be happening here.
No. 2? No, 2. Please take a 2 at least. Okay, I got that's good.
Yeah,
one
just
more
take a
2,
2.
please.
I think if this cancels here, that's pretty happy.
Whoa.
No.
Ooh, does
Wow.
not.
Champ. The game is even.
I'm wondering if Matt has the level 3 rider clock kick. I wasn't actually keeping track of that
He
card.
triggered it.
He triggered it earlier.
Last
14
turn?
cards in deck, and you're at 5, right?
This would definitely be a position where if he had that card, I would feel like he's in a really strong
Oh yeah,
position.
yeah, because he gets the runner. So he gets the
Mhm.
free reverse on the runner,
Yeah, 5.
or anything really. Like
Yeah.
it's certainly big enough.
Yeah, and then you get to blink your board away, so you avoid like the
Yeah.
potential clock kicks and burn
yeah.
forward to get screwed that way over. But I mean, if you said he triggered it last turn, there's a possibility he could pay it out and brainstorm for it, because I mean, like we said, his deck is super compressed, so he's more than likely to hit on a brainstorm.
What if you
I don't know. I don't remember if he triggered it last turn. I do remember him triggering it this game though. I just
Okay, yeah. I mean, if it's within the last few stock, then definitely something to consider for sure.
You could YOLO stock swap. That is a play.
No, we've seen that.
depending how deep it is. I'm not sure if he ever searched for a 3/2 soccer either. He might.
Yeah, if he has one of those in hand too, that'd be really good.
But if he doesn't, he's looking for a brainstorm to hit. But
Mhm.
And the Ben 5 is 11-5, right?
Yep, 500 for every other 9.
I think it's definitely likely that the brainstorm hits here, just whether
yeah,
he
of
gets
course.
access to the rider or not.
Effective. So,
It's 2. Gets the assist and the right. Yeah, classic.
Yeah. So he could, if it's actually buried up a little bit higher, he can heal here 1 and then drop the Sakura and possibly grab it off of that.
I think he's actually. I think he's deciding whether he wants to do exactly that. I don't remember where the rider is.
Yeah, I wish I took better, care tracking where it went, but
how many cards in waiting room?
So he hasn't paid. He hasn't like paid that much stock out. I remember it was like a very
12.
early attack one of these turns. I just
And he paying out here too kind of like sidesteps the whole like getting blown out by foreclosure too.
Yeah.
So like it's always an option. Oh, interesting. Goes for that first.
Maybe it's in his waiting. It's totally possible I just lost track.
Yeah, he might have lost track of it as well.
He goes for another one.
Oh, it's okay. Get another soccer roll. Just grab it
Yo!
anyway. All right. Now I really hope it's in the stock here.
Oh. You know, it might not even be on the table for him.
Mhm.
That's again something else that we have to consider.
Yeah, I just think that play is so strong right now to be able to fill that here in this position.
So like crash the third
Yeah.
lane, and then Ryder
Mhm.
whisks away 2 level 3s to attack next turn. I definitely
Yeah.
agree it's super strong because Ryan's in a position where he would really like to have these clock kicks ready to
How many
go.
cards in waiting room again? It was
17. 1, 2, 3,
17,
4, 5,
right.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
And Matt thinking about a refresh, I guess. That's interesting because
I'm gonna play a stock swap.
oh, okay. There's the ride. I was right. It was there. Yes. Matt going for an opportune stock swap here.
So,
And then I'm gonna play
I hope he tries to go for that play
Oh,
now.
he
Oh, he's
plays
doing it
another
again?
one! Yes.
Oh my
Just
God.
forces the refresh.
Oh, that's so
That
good.
is one way to do
I was
it.
basically dead. Okay, cool.
Uh,
So now you're going back 6.
you know, I was gonna say, well, I guess he's looking to attack Ryan's next deck, but like this play definitely just forces the issue immediately.
Yeah.
28, 29, 30, 31. Yep. And then climaxes are 6. Should be 4 stock.
So
swap,
6
3,
and
4,
31, I believe he said
4.
here.
5,
So yeah, still
6,
one more
6,
blind stock to do, and then a refresh.
Fresh point, and Ryan Matt just needs 5 damage to win.
1. Anything else?
1 foreclosure.
Oh, Fumio again.
That's kind of unfortunate. There's 2 kind of roaming
One
around.
bin still, and then you pay the other one out. It was like second position.
Drop Searcher?
The one that
Alright.
I played the turn.
Doesn't
prior.
Ryder lose to foreclosure?
It does
It
lose.
does,
I was just
yeah,
about to
it
bring that
does.
up. But I mean, like it's just a play that you can like look for, and if he has it, he has it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. You know, because
Yeah.
either way, you're either Ryder level 3 top end just loses the foreclosure. I just feel like in this scenario, the clock kick, if he doesn't have the foreclosure, is the stronger play between the
But I
two.
hope you're ready to explain the logic behind that one at the end of this game.
Your deck state's worse now.
It's, 3 and 13, 3, 6, 9, 12, 1 and
It
4, go to
Also
6 and
guarantees the
31, 6,
refresh
12.
point while eliminating the RNG of 1 stock swap only.
Mm-hmm.
That's the logic.
Yes. Compression is like 1 and 4 point something now compared to 1 and 3 point. 1 and like 3.2, 3.3. So yeah, slightly worse. But isn't the compression complete RNG? Depending on how many you hit on first stock swap.
Yeah, I get the refresh point. Yeah, and if I do double stock swap, then it eliminates all RNG on the first 7 blind. Because I could hit 0 and then you triple cancel. So if I just do 2, then there's no chance of that.
I really like this play.
3, 2, 1.
I'll be honest.
Let's
Double
Yeah,
stock swap.
it's definitely a play I'd even like think that what is possible. Usually because like I don't have 2 stock swaps in the hand
and
whenever
Matt
I play
only
it, so.
runs. Matt only runs.
Cool.
Paying off big
Alright.
time.
Full game.
Yeah.
You know, it's an extra bit of damage that he gets access to that he would not have had, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise. And I'm pretty sure Ryan has foreclosure in hand though, because he only refreshed.
He only refreshed one, and
yeah.
he plays 3, so there's a pretty high chance there is in hand. I think either way, it's like a play worth going for.
For sure.
I think one of the things too, like to consider if he does go for that play, is that it does force Ryan basically to use the foreclosure here, which limits his stock resource here, which can play
Yeah.
really heavily into the turn following,
Mhm.
especially if he's able to clear this board. So yeah, I
Goes
think he's going
for
for
the
that rider clock
rider.
kick board play.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely want to clock kick away that burn 5.
Yeah, if he can help it. No, is the Iskandar? But yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, because it's
Iskandar
what
gets
500 for every
for every
rested character.
rested,
Yeah, plus the support in the
plus
back row.
2k, plus 2k, plus
Yeah.
15. 9-5 base? Yeah. So what? 11-5, 13. Definitely big enough. Brian only playing the level 1 anti-change counter. No level 2 counters to speak of. So yeah, I like this too. More so than going for the rider combo, because
Yeah.
it's not even just like about foreclosure, right? Because like Ryan's deck can just kick away
The rider,
the rider
the
if even if
sided rider,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, even if like the Medusa goes off, it's like well, Ryan's just gonna kick
I
it.
always
So
attack you first.
I think this is definitely the best way to get the most value out of
Bar.
his
Ooh, this
cards.
kind of hurts because he's gonna
Ooh.
have to.
He's gonna have to blank though.
Yeah,
But if
he
you
has to.
but
Four.
oh yeah, I don't think he's gonna poke with it actually. Is he? He's definitely not gonna do it here.
Yeah, he's gonna let it go.
He's probably gonna do it.
Okay.
Pay 1 clock kick. Yep.
Front.
2 soul trigger, please.
For 2.
Ooh, lethal here.
Cancel.
Oh god. Front.
Ooh.
Crit.
Ooh.
Oh.
I have to stock for 2. For 1, yeah.
Yep,
I'm
take
paid
one.
2.
Okay, so Ryan's
Oh, that's
not
probably awful.
opting not to
Foreclosure there if he has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just kind of in the position that he probably needs to be able to play
Just level
the
3s,
Fumio if he gets into it, plus like another big beater or something. If he has the
Yeah.
burn 5, that'd be pretty good. Maybe like
Frozen.
force some kind of decompression here.
8.
How am I supposed to do this? Okay. Okay. Think, Ryan. Think. Okay. 8. Trigger 2. Climax is in bin now.
4.
No blind stocks. Never lucky. 2. 2 and 8.
And at this point, I just feel like this match is just
Win.
Ryan's gonna have to coin flip here, hopefully, if he has like the tools to be able to like squeeze out the game.
Think,
Otherwise,
I
I feel like it's
I'm gonna
Matt's
find
game.
Fumio.
Yeah, for
Find
sure.
Fumio. You put
I
3 back plus drop searcher. 3.
I think the question is whether he wants to Fumio this turn, which I think he definitely does.
6, 7.
Yeah, I think 100%. If he has it, you just have to. I mean, there's no point in like trying to squeeze out another turn here when you're
Yeah.
3-6 as Konosuba.
23.
Because Matt
Have to go for it.
has canceled in his current deck.
So I think
Sure.
is he gonna search for the Fumio here? This is what's happening.
Grab another resonator.
Yeah, grabs a resonate probably just in case if the second resonate doesn't get him there. He did refresh with 2 Fumios in his deck, right?
I think so. Oh man, doesn't hit.
Grab the bomb.
Doesn't even hit a way to get it. So I guess that's off the table now.
Gonna resonate a
Well,
Or,
no, he has
yeah,
one
right.
more
Third
resonate here if
resonate.
he's
One
going
resonate.
hard for it.
But,
Because this,
man,
I
if
think
he
it's the only
doesn't-
play you can do.
He does have the second burn 5 in his hand, I think, too. So
Yeah, if he doesn't, it's pretty big.
Oh
But
no!
it's over, I think.
Is that a?
I feel like I'd be really surprised here if Ryan is able to squeeze out a win at this point after missing on the
Yeah.
Fumio.
The nuisance mega means not gonna
Top
get it.
check 12 doesn't get there.
3, 4,
Rough,
5.
rough.
Fuck. Shit. Okay. My bad. I mean, I'm dead.
Yeah, I think he just has to swing 3 times at this point now.
Yeah.
It's like,
One of the big things too to consider is that wait, is that
Well, no,
right?
it only has
To
magic.
get no,
There's
actually,
no
can he do
Lost
that?
Worlds.
Yeah, he can. So next turn, Matt can guarantee the kill. When
Yeah, so
Ryder
he
comes
can-
back, he can overplay with like a 1-0 bomb, ditch the
Yeah.
climax that's in his hand, get the Ryder back, and then
Uh-huh.
play it after tapping 2 in the back row.
Wait,
So he
and
guarantees the
Fury
clock kick. So like,
and
Yep.
found drop
think
surge,
Ryan's just dead.
essentially. Drop surge.
he's trying to figure out a way to get there.
But I don't get the burn 5 if I do that line of play.
Like even though you're like
Uh,
in a horrible position as a Konosuba player right now, you still have to like struggle to try to figure out what line of play gives me at least the highest chance to possibly squeeze out a win, even if it's like 0.01. You know, it's tough, but considering all world lines here.
3-3-5 it is. Well,
I think he's also struggling a little bit because A3 ditch 2, right? I think
Yeah.
the cost on that burn 5. So I think he has. Oh,
Did shield here one, so like the clock kick doesn't
What
immediately
cards-
kill him.
cards does he have left? Okay,
give me a
2,
chance. You're making the game exciting for the people. Commentators are probably freaking out right now. Tom was like probably nutting himself.
Excuse me.
I don't know for sure. Ryan, are you? I mean, Tom, are you nutting yourself right now?
Oh yeah, dude, I love it when Fate wins. Every time Fate wins, I smile.
Oh man.
Oh baby. Is Ryan debating whether he wants to pay climax?
Oh no,
Is that
I
the
just
decision point here? Man,
anything he does here has to just be like, I have to get so lucky.
yeah.
There. 3.
Oh no.
All right, this is still lethal. Here it is.
All right, the lead.
Game's
Yes.
over if I lose. It's super in fact.
Oh
I
man.
think that was the wrong attack.
Oh no.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is
So,
Ryan
so
doing
what-
this? Please no.
I want the 3s to win, yeah. What was I thinking about? I mean, I'm obviously tilted. But what was I thinking of? I think I was so focused on like you talking.
Yeah, I think I agree with Matt.
Cancel high and then the 5
That it
stick. I
was-
think I actually tunneled on that, and I was like,
5 doesn't do anything.
yeah, 5 doesn't do anything. Yeah,
Puts me to
that was
3-6, I guess.
that was an oversight.
But Matt could be
Well,
dead
so
here.
far in the tournament,
Yep.
people don't get
That would
punished.
be
He's got-
kind of
He's gonna
crazy.
take the. If he takes the 5, he goes to
I love
3-6
Weiss
off of
Schwarz.
refresh, and then he has to cancel the 3, or he hasn't triggered
3,
yet. So
yeah.
it could be a 4
Oh,
or 5
yeah.
even.
Oh my god.
So.
But
And it's not
uh,
like Fate's in a position where he's actually like compressed. It's just like now it's basically RNG at this point.
yeah, because Matt paid out all of his stock and he has no clock anymore. So. Oh
You're
man,
refreshing 6 and 33, aren't you?
Oh, true.
Yeah, because it'll be 32 and 8,
these
right?
games.
33.
Or no, he has how many?
He has 2 bars in his hand, right? He has
And
2
2 bars in hand.
He
So
couldn't ditch them.
32 and
because
6
Exactly
after
1 and
this.
5, so like,
Yeah, it's terrible.
Danger zone.
uh,
Danger zone for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
it doesn't matter. Okay, 3-1-2. Hit me with the top cancel.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. Ryan,
Fox will
like,
do that.
just burying himself there, asking him to hit me with the top cancel,
I'll scoop.
and
That's okay.
yeah.
Okay, Ryan decides to scoop. Hail Mary failed.
Pepe hands. Pepe hands.
Oh, that was
Oh man. I didn't get my wish. I wanted a 2-0 somewhere. It didn't
Yeah,
matter
now
which way
it's,
it went. And now I got to stay up even later. I have to wake up so early tomorrow.
Yeah, what time? Now it's
Yeah,
like
for me.
what, 11
Sorry.
something?
It's
10?
10:30 out here for me right now.
10:30.
Oh,
Yeah, I just got to wake up really early tomorrow to get to my locals, but
Yeah.
I thought the odds were
yeah,
fine.
I have a bit of a drive. So yeah, with that game, like I think it was definitely much more of a game compared to the first game, obviously.
Yeah, it came down to like these 5 like honestly I thought it would be less close than it was.
Yeah, it kind of slipped our minds that there was only 2 climaxes left in Matt's deck. For some reason, I legitimately thought he had 3 or 4 left in his deck, and I was
Oh,
like,
I
yeah,
see.
he's safe here. Yeah, that's where we messed up there.
This thing's
But I
rigged.
mean,
What the hell?
Whenever you're playing against Konosuba, like I always say, it just comes down to a coin flip every game.
Yeah.
You just play until both of you are level 3, and then Konosuba goes, all right, time to flip my 50-50 here. Either you're dead or I'm dead. So
facetious.
Yeah.
Doesn't do
I
anything.
know.
Just like makes it look like we're actually not stacking and trying to play a fair game. Which I guess is kind of important for a stream, right?
I'm really curious if players can hear us.
I think they
It
can.
makes better stream.
So do you think there's any changes going to the third game you think either player are considering or anything like that, or they were just solid overall, right?
Yeah, I think game plan's solid.
Yeah.
Ryan might want to continue more of that aggression. Right? We're seeing him play stock souls like every game at level 0
Let's not
and
have
attacking
Yeah.
level 0s aggressively.
Resonates at the bottom of the deck.
You think
That
going
would-
Trying his best not to spend that much time at level 0, where Matt's deck obviously I
conduit?
think has the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the longer the game goes, the better I think Fate gets,
Yeah.
basically.
Swings for lethal. I
So
obviously
like,
can't
if we
take
can
it.
drag out every level to like 3 or 4 turns, like Fate would love that.
Mhm.
I think Ryan's definitely on that good game plan of, first deck is pretty rough for Fate, and you just push in with as much aggression as you can, because Konosuba can, as long as you get the Union back rows, you can be as aggressive as you want. And like you said earlier, the stock soul basically replaces itself in hand, because every one stock you generate is just basically one extra hand you have access to the following turn.
Gotta make it look nice, even though you can't even see it on
From
the camera.
we can't even tell.
If anything, maybe
Alright. Can I go first?
I think Ryan would like to find his
No?
composure again.
What?
I think he sounded a little bit
A little tilted there at the end.
a little stressed, yeah, near the end of the game.
Yeah.
Kind of made a mistake, a goof that last turn. I think
One more.
I would agree with Matt that
8 in a row.
Ryan probably would have wanted to attack and burn with the burn 5 first, because those are like the least valuable swings there for lethal.
I'll do same.
Yeah.
If he has to do 7 damage with like assuming refresh
Sorry,
point
to-
happens. So
I
no,
feel
Ryan's
like
got to
it's
reset
bad, man.
and
I'm not through the game and then I threw it.
stick to the game plan.
Alright. Good luck.
And he's going first again. That's actually super unlucky from Matt. He goes first every single game.
I'll go 1.
Uh-oh.
That's perfect. Let me guess.
Oh no.
Avenger.
Is that some
Brainstorm,
Canadian
Oh,
internet?
Canadian
There
internet.
it goes.
Are the 4 cards you capped?
It's coming back. A little blurry, but we got it there. Hopefully we get no
Matt
disconnect.
Do you
for
want to hold event?
wow, Matt get 4. Sven must be
Really good.
yeah, incredible.
Like keep every event in Mulligan. That's kind of why I bricked in game 1.
I don't think I was paying attention enough to that game. I'll be completely honest.
Same opening every game. Swim
Yeah.
Mega Man.
Whoa, this game's good.
hopefully Matt able to respond with like a better response, because he hasn't opened Avenger. He hasn't opened the what is it called? I keep forgetting the name. Resolution to Fight Together, Zero, either game.
Yeah.
Man, he did not. I hope he gets it this time. Oh, he ditches. Oh, he ditched. Okay, he definitely has it. All right. Pretty good selection too. You can either get the combo or the stock bomb here.
Mm-hmm. Stock bomb pretty valuable here, depending on
That's-
what his hand is like. So, yeah,
especially if he has
looks like he's
the
going for it.
clock and core already. That's like super
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Yep.
Yep, denying free pluses here, always good. Does he go for the aggressive triple? No, it looks like he's not. Oh, wait.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh man.
Shit. This is like basically
Third one?
God hand.
Maybe. Well, I want to try field.
Yeah, Matt right now considering tri-fielding.
Maul was 2.
1.
No, my maul was 2.
Oh yeah.
I think in this position, if Fate decides not to tri-field here, he definitely doesn't have a hand ready to go into level 1, possibly. He might be worried about.
I won. Direct.
Or he just wants to have Ryan continue to deal with these stock bombs. Like, I don't think Ryan can
Yeah.
actually do anything about these cards.
Yeah, not really. Just lose his cards, basically.
Yeah.
You don't have brainstorm anyways.
True.
Cancel. Stop one.
And encore.
Yeah, I'm not going for the and the clock and go on his turn after crashing the bomb. Super strong.
Definitely when you
Especially-
know that Ryan has no answers, right? So
Yeah. Like these bombs are a problem. Oh,
Fury.
but Ryan opening resonators once again by turn 2. Very strong. I think he even got a nuisance Mega Man off that too, so that's definitely got him an attacker per turn, but unfortunately it's not going to do anything.
yeah, it's not going to mill or anything in this game.
Yeah. And I think Matt was thinking about that a little too. If the third card he attacks with is not a bomb,
Yeah, then
he
you
ends
get
up
crash
giving
for
ends
Yeah.
up giving Ryan potential value on like level 0s he might play.
yeah.
And Ryan faced with under normal circumstances this would be sick for Konosuba, but
Yeah, under normal
none of these
circumstances,
cards
unfortunately.
do anything
Oh,
at the
that's
moment.
Yep.
It's crazy how this single card
Is there flag? Was still there's something.
Can warp
Fate-
this matchup so much
yeah,
like this. Yeah.
Ryan's cards become
Really
vanillas at
Aw,
they don't do
Oh
anything.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
being
and that
bullied.
cancel is so good because now
yeah.
if he wants, he can send one to memory, encore the other one,
Yeah,
and then
and then get
deny
rid of
that
the
other one.
third. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
2.
And Ryan choosing the side, which is I think generally a good
Side attack.
play.
2.
Forcing Matt to have
I just healed for 2.
Basically have triple, make him have the decision on like how he's going to handle this board.
yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Because if he does Trifield and not have the third stock bomb Shiro here, then one of these effects are going to go off, and it's
Interesting.
either way I think is good for Ryan here.
Doesn't make
I think
sense.
Matt hits level 1 here though, so he could. I think definitely the nuisance, the second nuisance Megami might be more important. Sorry, less important
How many
to answer
cards in waiting
with a
room?
stock bomb. But Ryan already
Mhm.
has like so much stock, so
Yeah, he's out currently. Was at 4.
12, 16,
yeah.
20 cards.
Yeah.
4.
All right. So 26 cards in there. Mill 10 is quite good. Plus damage.
If I think about it more, I think the stock actually is the least valuable resource for Ryan here. Yeah, he definitely wants to mill more. So answering both, but answering both with the stock bomb puts Matt in a position where he's definitely eating 2 direct attacks. The following turn, which it's definitely a risk, right?
Definitely.
2.
It's 2 on the
It's 2.
brainstorm. Did he want that?
Hmm.
I don't think he wanted it, actually. It's funny.
Like suddenly awkward position.
He might actually want to force the refresh here. Like usually hitting 2 off this brainstorm is like great, but like Fate already pluses so much, it's kind of awkward sometimes when you get these like insane hits off brainstorms early.
Yeah.
Because you end up having to like play over cards, especially with the way Fate keeps level 0s on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it could be pretty awkward if you've got a mill, but you already have 5 cards on the board.
Yep.
Do you think he plays a climax this turn?
If he has it, if I was him, I would probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not sure how well his hand looks right now. I mean, it should be pretty decent at this point, especially after hitting 2 on the brainstorm. He kind of got some stuff that he would want, right?
Yeah. I think he definitely wants to play a Climax at least to like try and take a chunk of damage here because Ryan's out a lot early.
Yeah, and then playing the Climax too doesn't hurt removing the nuisance Megamins because they'll just match
Yeah, yeah.
and then you'll still send it,
Oh,
which is like important. So yeah, it looks like he's gonna have the Climax. Oh, he played over the.
so he's actually just letting Ryan roll with everything.
Yeah, interesting.
Doesn't want to eat the direct attacks.
Manager. Whoops.
Ooh, mills a Climax off of that. Unfortunate. Maybe Matt just has the read. He's like, yep, he needs the mill 2 here so I can get this damage through.
Oh yeah. I think damage. I guess is conservation the right word? There's like he just wants to minimize the amount of damage that's coming in from Ryan next turn for sure.
Next turn,
like,
yeah.
He's definitely valuing that over everything else right now. Because like he's also giving Ryan reverses for the Bunny Girl Union this turn too.
Sucks. Why do I play this card?
Aqua? Yeah, I know. I don't know why people
Oh my god, man.
like only good turn 1.
So what? Ryan's probably out 5 to 6 here, right? So there's like 5 in waiting room, I believe, and then there's possibly a gate in his hand for his union setup. So like dropping multiple unions here probably feels really good if he has that, but I guess we'll see here.
There's
Ooh.
one.
He's thinking about it, which means he probably has the gate in hand. He's like, if I do triple here, how far do I have to go?
I don't know. I don't think he wants to reveal. He's like thinking about revealing more because he wants. He ideally hits another one off this. Or yeah, okay, he doesn't. Okay.
Then I'll wait for you to finish.
So, well, I'm assuming he has another one in hand, and his current deck is like pretty good because he didn't go. See, he's out. He has 3 left in deck.
2, interesting.
3 left in deck because he has 4 in the waiting room.
7. 1 has an Aqua's pretty good. Aqua's pretty good. Stop that Aqua. I'm gonna do another one. Can you count, or can you give me how many climaxes are?
6.
6. Cards in deck?
I think it was 14. Yeah, 15.
Trying to double resonator. Wow. It's pretty good.
Right. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5.
You know?
I'm playing pretty conservative with the mills, mainly to increase the quality of the selection he has on future mills. Especially
Triple union.
Oh man, triple union. All right.
This might be an int.
Here we go.
Completely real with you. Front. 2. Stock. Top trick. Yeah, whiffs.
Whiffs on the first one.
Front 2.
Mm.
What the fuck, dude?
Matt with the very strong. That's once again.
Front 2. Stock. Top trick. Yeah, whiffs. Go for it.
Ooh boy, I hope Matt doesn't have a stock swap in his hand.
Swap? Oh
2,
man.
2 deck, 3 hand.
You know, he kept 4, and he talked about keeping the events.
Hey, double canceling's not the best. I can't beat your unions now. How many foreclosure in waiting room?
Man, that would be
2, 3.
super nasty. This is a very nasty stock swap if he has it.
If he has it, yeah.
And it's great value because he knows he's taking away at least 1 cancel from Ryan here because he flipped the climax off the union. believe Matt's out all 8 again.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not again, but like he was in this situation last game too, where he triple cancel level 1. He was out all 8 pretty early.
Yeah.
But this does mean that Matt's follow-up turn is gonna be a little weak because he can't play Climax to get over these unions. So,
Yeah, it's kind of rough, but we do see here the
stock swap.
the stock swap, you're just like, oh baby.
Yep.
Whoa.
3rd green card for the stock swap.
Yeah. I was wondering if he clocked on course specifically to have multiple
Okay.
green. Oh,
That's
looks like he
on the
doesn't have
table.
it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to know before I refresh?
I guess every combo piece, may as well. Every level 3, pretty much.
Understandable. It is
Oh, nice.
3 early plays, 1 Fumio, 1 clock kick. There's 2 clock kicks and a burn 5 on clock.
Yep. Cool. And 3 foreclosure. Alright. I will front.
Triple crash from Matt.
And
Yep.
keep the cards on.
All 8 back events.
Yeah.
Kind of rough on
Refresh,
Fate,
how
but
many slots?
unfortunately no Climax to be able to clear this board or anything.
Yeah, like,
Sorry.
Matt might have even wanted to
Yeah,
take
zero
like
stock swap.
2 attacks and then cancel
Oh,
one,
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
so he had a chance of getting that second Climax to attack with, but cancels both of them and doesn't.
Yep, suffering from
Mm.
success is what I think is happening here.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. I mean, if he triggers clean here and doesn't refresh a Climax, his deck's like in a pretty decent,
pretty good. Yeah.
pretty good compression. So you know.
Definitely shaping up to be much more even in the last 2 games at this
Yes,
point.
for sure.
Like, which is great, you know. It'd be really lame if it ended with another like one of those silly games.
Yeah.
6,
8 and 20.
refresh. Or 28.
Man, if there was 2 games in a row where Ryan just like randomly just ran over Matt by like on like such crazy high rolls, like I'd be like, dang, why do we even stay up for this? But I'm really glad this last game's it seems like it's shaping up to be really good. Well, the best of the 3 actually so far.
Plus
Yeah.
6, 22. Oh, whoops.
Is that 8
Is
and
it
22?
5 It's like almost
Alright.
midnight.
Did they
So
actually
fucking
say
moving around.
is it 5,
I
10,
played my
11,
last
12,
EU game till like 3 in the morning.
12, 17?
One,
No,
two,
it's
three.
more like
Well, first time, not a climax.
I think Matt's really close to being gonna be like
He's-
1 in 3 basically.
his compression's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Assuming
two.
you're right.
He doesn't trigger here anything crazy.
Yeah.
4, 5,
Which
6,
climax
7.
do you think?
Should be
7
door,
for
1 stock soul, 2 stock
Brian
soul,
in the waiting room.
3 stock soul, 4 stock soul. Door.
4 stock sold, door missing.
Door's always bottom.
Oh, so there's the first gold bar trigger. I wonder if he takes it here. Do you think he ditches for anything in this clock here? I see the drop surge. There's early play Ilya, and I know there's the clock click rider. I don't know what the last couple cards are.
Will
Well, looks like he's thinking about it.
Maybe the drop search is like pretty good, pretty tempting here. I think.
Yeah. At the same time, though, too, it is like one of his few red targets, right? So maybe he wants to leave it there
Yeah,
to
that's
level it up.
possible. Yeah. Not to do anything. Doesn't even.
Yeah.
Stop.
Doesn't even get the stock.
Yeah, it doesn't even suck.
Yeah, like you said earlier too, there's like not a lot of ways for Sakura really to, or not Sakura, Fate to really pay out a lot of stock and stuff like that, and like kind of chilling here on like 5 or so stock is like pretty okay for the deck, especially since we're not going into level 3 anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so just hopefully preserving cancels in his deck is probably really important to him right now. So.
2, 1, 3.
Brian going back with some pretty good compression of his own, I think.
4, 1.
It was 7
I'll go to memory.
in 5, 8, 13, 16.
Yeah, what they should be relatively similar compression right now.
it's like really
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think-
Konosuba kind of has that
Isn't it one?
same instance where like if they trigger nice and everything with unions like this,
Swimsuit?
you can just get into really crazy compressed deck
Yeah.
states in their second deck, right? Just like
Mhm.
Fate.
Unfortunately, well, the thing about that though is like
Mhm.
so we saw it is definitely true. But Fate unfortunately has a very unfair unfair in like in this hypothetical scenario where both players are playing for like current depth impression, like the refresh event, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, at any
Konosuba
moment he
doesn't-
can just be like, yeah.
just takes away cancels, right? So
Yeah. You thought you were in a good deck state, but I decided to say no.
yeah. That ended up being super relevant
Nope.
in Matt's
There's
set
none.
against Brandon, because like several times in that set, you know, Brandon played basically to his outs. Like he played, you know,
Mhm.
pretty solid. He like, you know,
1-5.
milled conservatively when he could
It's a
to
cinema.
try and maximize his chances of
No, your clock. Sorry.
Sampling
1-5.
well.
Yes, 1-5.
But then, you know, the refresh event from Matt, like
Direct 2.
super clutch in that
Yeah.
set. And we might see it again here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely his waiting room is really big, has no climaxes in it currently, I believe. And so, I mean, if he triggers a climax or two here and like Matt does have access to blue in the event, that'd be really, really big.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, he levels the drop searcher for the rare.
Mhm.
So, oh,
Ooh, if this sticks though.
What?
it does
Ooh.
stick.
Oh,
Wow.
thank God. Karma. Yeah, go for it.
Ryan getting a little excited there. Something that's statistically not supposed to happen that often
Wow.
happens. So
That's pretty good for Ryan. Notably no blue, I think. It's like all green and it's all
yeah,
green, I think.
I'm not sure if I remember this correctly. This might have been last game. I think both 1-0 events are actually already in his waiting room. But I could be wrong. So I don't know if that's necessarily a play he might be looking for here.
If that is the case, then
Yeah. If he's out both of them already, it's kind of rough. But if it's a play option here, I think it's still pretty strong. It's going to be some pretty big decompression happening for Konosuba.
yeah, it's like essentially they didn't actually get that good refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it happened here. Yeah, Matt opting not to clock. So
Cards in deck.
does he have blue? He might have blue. I
It's hard to tell. The last card might be blue. I'm not sure. Is that might be Ilya as the second card too?
he stock swaps.
That was one in there, right?
There's two.
Oh,
I
two in there,
triggered
yeah,
the
yeah. Two
one
stocks.
from
Yeah.
one from Bunny Ron and the one I triggered.
All right. So what? So this
Wow.
stock swap here should theoretically hit. Was it 2? Maybe 3? How much stock was that?
There's 8, I think.
8? Yeah. So like 3
Ryan...
is like the upper range of like average there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Two.
Cancel.
Front. Two. And front. For two.
Climax is out.
Does Ryan foreclosure here?
Ooh,
Cards
that
in.
would be pretty spooky.
It would be
11.
super good, I
Please don't
think.
tell me you drew it. Holy shit. 12.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Foreclosure.
Oh
Oh,
man.
no.
There it is. All right, so
Oh my god.
End of turn. End of turn.
Oh,
End-
sorry.
End of turn.
He's gonna search first.
yeah, he gets to see how
How
oh my
screwed
god,
he's
this
about to be.
Oh my god.
Search up to 1.
Ooh. All right. Both players stock swapping each other. You know, gentleman's agreement. You know, both
Yeah.
players
I
both
can't have
stock
clean
swap
stock.
each other,
You
right?
can't have it. Yeah. Dang. Does Matt still search here?
Yeah, I think he does. There's
He
like,
does, yeah.
yeah, because like, yeah, I think
I can't see how many cards he has in hand. I don't know how low he is.
search.
So in turn.
No, he doesn't search.
Ooh, he
Oh, okay.
declines.
Declines to search.
Or 8,
Yep.
right?
1,
Yeah.
7, 8.
We're playing a fair game.
No,
Fair
no.
game. I
Ryan
stopped
also
searching.
noting that this is a very fair game.
Yeah, but mine was after not canceling, so it's so bad. Ain't fair.
And you know that scenario we just talked about where Fate can play to take away cancels from a player looking to abuse current tech compression. I mean, I actually forgot foreclosure. It's my bad for forgetting foreclosure on the table for Ryan at this stage of the game. But yeah, like that's that same thing basically just could happen to Matt here. It's like super scary.
And how many were picked
Yeah,
up
for
with
sure.
foreclosure?
None, I believe. There's only 4 in here. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Do we remember how many Matt had in deck at this point? He had
No clock.
a
Early
lot.
runner. Ditch climates.
I think he had
Salvage.
quite a lot.
He did. I think it was probably around, I want to say like 5, but unfortunately I wasn't keeping very good track.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Grab.
maybe he just gets super lucky here, and the bottom 4 cards of his deck were climaxes, so
Doesn't
it's
matter.
all Gucci.
Man,
Stop at it.
he should like. Man, it feels really bad not to search because like if he maybe just wasn't thinking about it because like he could have just sided right
hmm
if he was a super afraid of foreclosure and then it's like the
Mhm.
same net result where he doesn't get the search but he also doesn't get foreclosure at a really good timing. So
Yeah, if he did decide to side there, that would have been a really big brain play. Like
Yeah.
just like you, I kind of forgot foreclosure was the thing, and
Yeah.
then we just see it happen to like have a huge impact here. A side there would have been super powerful by Fate,
This
but
round, get 1 out.
you know,
Okay.
sometimes you can't. You're like, ooh, I want that search so bad.
Yeah.
6 and then.
And you know the ability to proactively pay out stock, kind of a big thing for Ryan here. He's like paying out his like stock
Hand
swap
size round?
stock, right? So
2
Mhm.
3.
Sure.
and that's something that Fate
for 3.
actually kind of struggles to do.
3. No salvage. 6 back.
Yeah, like you
Anything
said, I think like the second game or so, like you can basically only like double brainstorm every turn until like level 3, and level 3 is kind of when you start dumping your stock.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, that might
yeah,
hit level 3 here too, which is
yeah.
I mean, you'll be able to pay it out and confirm, but like, I'm going 6 back. That's actually not bad.
1 early play, 2 clock kicks, 2
For having been
foreclosures,
stock
Fumio
swapped.
or burn 5, and Fumio early play and clock.
Yeah. No, it's healer and clock. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Early play. Early play foreclosure, not Fumio.
Should I just take the damage now?
Up to you.
Let's wait.
Make
There's
it
triple
exciting.
cancel on bottom.
What? No.
I'm excited to see if Matt has any cancels left in this 4-card deck.
Those 4 cards.
This will probably make or break the game, honestly, depending
Yeah.
if he has any cancels here.
Ryan looking like he's in a pretty good spot because one, he ended up canceling
1 2 3.
after the stock swaps, and he's continuing to heal down. He's just at 2-2. Matt looking to possibly at level 3 here. It's like pretty rough.
3.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, top deck cancel.
Oh.
All right.
Front.
4 cancels in the bottom
Ironic,
of Matt's
yeah,
deck.
yeah. Ironically, oh my god, dude!
Not like this.
Oh
Eat 2,
no!
please. Eat 2, please. 2. Eat it. Come on.
Oh!
Refresh 4.
4 back.
Oh my god.
Okay.
How much is he refreshing with?
Watch 2 of each climax. 2 stock
Yeah.
swap. Anything else?
Free fresh about? Any?
No, 0.
No.
We've got our
okay.
army of Shurers here.
Alright. Yeah. You're good.
Did you happen to get the count on Matt's deck for
They say 2
climaxes?
of each climax.
Is he only refreshing with 4? So what,
wait,
3 in
there's
stock,
one.
1 in waiting room?
Nah, no worries.
Guess so.
That was 2, 2, 1 in here.
It might be 3 of each. It was hard to hear. I
Yeah,
just heard. I honestly just heard the of each part very clearly.
Yeah. I was getting a little bit too excited there on that triple cancel.
Oh man,
Making it hard to hear.
It was so.
Not as bad as foreclosure later.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do it later, I die.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But like, it also helps me deal with the stock swap potentially,
Definitely.
or makes the stock swap like a little less impactful.
You're kind of forced to.
Yes. Especially when you don't fucking trigger. What the hell, dude? I'm not letting you have a deck with like fucking 6 and 13. Hell no. Hell no.
Might actually be 2 of each.
It was 5 and 5. No, yeah, 6 and 12.
8 plus 4, yeah, 6 and 12.
I think either way.
Hell no.
6 and 12
Just canceled the previous time. That's fine.
when Ryan used foreclosure.
I think so. Something really close to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
We fixed the deck.
So luckily for Fate, it has ways to kind of turbo through its deck. Right now, he has double brainstorm in the back row. He can probably pick up some Ilias.
Oh yeah, and he might. In
Yeah.
best case scenario, he ends up paying out
Climaxes for sure.
climaxes,
Yeah.
Draw.
But it's like really, it's kind of risky at the same time because like he really wants these brainstorm stakes because I don't think his hand is that big right now.
Yeah, he's like after the draw, he has like a 4 or 5 card hand, I believe.
Yeah.
So might even opt a clock here, which kind of feels bad.
Yeah.
But you got to do what you got to do.
If he drew climax stuff that feels really bad, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Like statistically, he's not supposed to, but sometimes you just run into unluckiness here.
No, it's
Ooh, he hits one, and there's
There
an
we
Ilya in
go.
waiting room. So if he wants to go through,
Ow.
Hmm.
counting out the deck, seeing if there's a way for him to get to that free fresh point. Oof. Well, we got a 2-1 free fresher there. Unfortunately, there was another climax there. Might have maybe preferred to brainstorm there, but nothing you can really do about that. What is Matt thinking about here? Just gonna stop
Stopping?
there.
Hmm.
I guess he. Oh, he's looking to hit up this brainstorm for this
Yeah.
another Ilya.
One.
Oh,
Wow.
Holy shit.
Ryan also very surprised this happened. Oh, he's going for another brainstorm here.
Cards in deck?
10. No, 9.
Wow.
Oh
8.
my
Sorry.
god.
So
Calculated.
there's probably one more
I hate
climax in his deck if he did refresh with 4.
It's so fucking lame. Holy shit, dude.
Uh,
What the fuck is this?
deciding where to go for the
Fresh
brainstorm, I think,
four.
just to pay out the extra climax. Compared
Yeah.
To,
Or the stock that you have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
And there's like possibly one more climax in his deck. So if
Yeah,
he
yeah,
hits,
definitely
which he
could say,
does,
okay.
he gets.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep. Hit.
Yep.
Refresh. Refresh 4. Hit every brainstorm. Okay.
Yep.
Good fate player. Sign of a good fate player.
Ryan a little upset that Matt is outskilling him right now through RNG.
Oh man. This hurts.
It does. It definitely does. He's gonna get that clock compression and everything like this. He got to pay out a lot of his stock. So I think how many climaxes did he pay out? I know he ditched one for one of the Ilias. I wasn't really paying attention whether he paid multiple out or not. There's another one he paid out.
I think this is the first one
How
he's.
many in
So-
bin?
7 in waiting room.
Oh, there's 7
He paid
waiting
out-
right now.
He
So
paid
there's
out.
like
He hit 3.
there's one still in the stock then, right? Because I think he hit every
Yeah,
single
yeah.
climax
You're right.
if he refreshed
Yeah.
with 4.
So he paid out like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 healer.
Nice.
But only level 3.
Suddenly, a horrible situation turned into
Pretty good one.
a good one for Fate. Well, like, it's not the best
Um,
position, but it's like, you know, the best you could hope for, right? So.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
If he okay, he probably doesn't have a climax though. So
Answers?
Yeah, it's probably highly unlikely. I think he's kind of fine with
he might draw
crashing his
one.
board for the most
What if he
part.
draws one?
I'm gonna
Ooh,
Yeah.
definitely slam it. I don't care. You gotta remove one of the aquas, which is really good, right?
Yeah.
And then
And tie. You reverse one of his board and you tie. It's like the
Am I doing
best
my
like
math
possible
Yeah.
like outcome for
Yeah,
4,
it's
9,
28.
11, 13.
for
Perfect,
Ryan.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
20,
super
20,
sorry for
20,
that.
20, yeah. So refreshing 7 and 27.
Let me look
20.
real quick at
Yeah.
level 2. Man.
Depending on the draw.
Three cards in hand though. For Matt. One of them being the clock hook. Understandable.
Mhm.
It's like his most
2, 3, 1.
It's a very powerful like finishing thing that gets around the stock swap, basically the foreclosure. You still get the clock kick,
Yeah.
but you lose out on the blink. But if you're able to resolve that blink, it's just super powerful, especially since he's like chilling with this like 3-card hand. So when he gets to that level, he's might hopefully gonna get some pluses off of it as well.
Yeah, it's like when your hand is under duress, definitely like super good because it kind of represents like
Probably wrong.
2 extra cards, right?
Yeah.
To in your hand that you could attack with the next turn. So
1.
yeah, Matt didn't draw the climax. Just gonna calmly and peacefully attack with no soul on.
Front. 1.
Hmm. Oh, there was no way. Okay.
No clock. Doesn't anyone?
Yeah, I think no matter what, there was one character was going to be on board. It's interesting he chose to leave the 2-1 on board, though. I wonder
Yeah.
why he didn't opt for a 0. But
Matter?
Mm,
That was a counter and a Churi?
No, 2 cheers.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yes, very similar art, I know.
still very even. Honestly.
Yeah.
All things considered.
Turn.
Perfectly balanced.
Ooh, top tech cancel. Fate doing Fate things right now.
Wow.
Front. 2.
Fate doing Fate things. Are we going to see the
Fucking hate
fabled
Fate
triple
so
cancel?
much. Holy shit. 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no. Oh man. I know you have a lot of experience with Fate, but it just feels so good, right? When you're in these positions like this.
It's lit.
Yeah, exactly.
Free fresh dies. He'll have access to
1,
salvage
2,
again if
4,
he wants
5,
to
6, 7, 8, 9,
wants to
10,
free
11,
fresh
12,
again
13,
this
14,
turn, which
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah, it might be a little
He's-
rough to get through that deck, but if anything tech can
Everyone
do
was
it,
like, Ryan,
might
why
be
don't you
Fate.
like the Fate matchup? And I'm just like, dude, they just fucking free fresh every turn, triple cancel, free fresh every fucking turn. And they were like, no, dude, that never happens.
That always happens.
Never.
Ryan sounds just a itsy bits on tilt, just an itsy bit.
Stay
Understandable
cool.
though.
Gotta stay cool.
Are we good player? Nope. Oh, we're terrible.
Wow.
Ooh.
Well,
Unfortunately, there for Matt, not hitting on either of the brainstorms, kind of rough. You're just probably hoping to hit it. Get access to some Ilias, some other ways to mill out this deck. What is that? That kind of looks like what, 10, 11 cards or so. It's tough to count.
I think so. Yeah, so it looks like around 10. So what, like four climaxes left, I think?
Yeah, there should be at least 4 climaxes left in his
Yeah.
deck here. So it's almost a 50-50 split here. Kind of rough that he didn't hit on either Brainstorm. Might have to, depending what's in his hand here, might have to like only attack once or twice here and then pass turn.
Foreclosures and waiting room.
His hand is just
3 cards
bleeding
remaining.
here.
Runner,
Yeah.
Resonate, Bunny Girl.
Can't remember things. Oh, could you have drawn one? Mm. I don't want to side.
You know, like a turning point in this game because if Matt has the power to, force a refresh and not have to like risk triggering
Mm-hmm.
like any of these cards left in his deck, which, a lot of them are climaxes,
Yeah.
it probably will cost him a lot to do something like that. But and he doesn't exactly have too many cards.
It doesn't seem like he might have the tools readily available to him right now to force the refresh here. So I wonder if he's going to try one attack
One
and
attack?
force the
Yeah.
level up, hits the gold bar, probably doesn't gold bar here.
Probably doesn't stop.
Because that leaves him, probably 3 and 9-ish, maybe still 3 and 10. It's so hard to count over
Yes,
webcam.
Or effect for 1 damage.
Cards
Kind of
remaining.
It looks like 10.
10.
Yeah. Is it 10?
Climaxes in there.
Yeah,
10 or
it is
11?
10.
Yeah.
It is
So
10.
like he's about 1 in 3 here, assuming he still had 4 climaxes in his deck at the time.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Still highly likely for him to triple cancel here again.
Which rate?
And I think if that happens there, and he's like able to like just slam the refresh the following turn, it might be put him into a really good lead with that compression, the clock compression on top of that and everything. It'll probably feel really good.
Good Fumio here, though.
Yeah.
Cards in waiting room.
In waiting room?
Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Oh, man.
Fumio is
Is he
definitely
thinking about
really,
it?
really strong here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe that one attack was a mistake.
Yeah. Well, he would have clocked, right? He was a 3-6. He was a 2-6, so if he really wanted to Fumio, he would have Fumioed anyways. So.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So. Or is he gonna. Alright.
Yeah.
Yep.
Le Fumio.
So we're at that turn where Konosuba likes to, start flipping coins to see if they win the game immediately.
Swap. That's cool. You're good.
I clock through.
Like on the bright side, at least, he has that 6-card clock compression from being 2-6.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he did trigger that gold bar, so he's definitely a refreshing 5 here. 5 or less? Is it 4? No, 4, because there's still one more.
Because there's one in his clock
Yeah.
he didn't pay. I mean, one in his stock he didn't pay it out.
Yeah. This is where you pray to the Weiss gods and you hope you get a couple good cancels here. Otherwise, Konosuba is just going to run away with the victory here.
Again, is it scoop go next?
Ooh.
There is no next.
It's pay
Next
3,
is
so.
crying in my bed alone.
I'm sorry.
He played it with the Aqua was played with the effect of the what is it called?
The
Detonation
Mega
Dam? No.
Yep.
It's like powered up
Let's see
explosion
here.
magic.
So
it
power
was
up
free.
explosion magic, yeah.
3-1-2.
Yeah. So he did not have to pay stock for the Aqua except for the on play refresh effect.
Yep.
Super swingy. This game has been good.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh no! All right, there's the first cancel that Matt is praying for. Definitely hoping for some
Man,
more.
triggering
Oh,
too.
all these
This is so good.
triggers. Oh,
Okay, well.
second cancel.
All
Well,
right. Well,
this is still kind of spooky. This is still represents lethal, right? So 5 and 3.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
he has to cancel one of
That's
these for sure.
A lot.
He has to go for it. He just has to go for
I feel
it.
like there's no reason to, because there's only like 2 climaxes left in his deck, right? So
Reason not to go
yeah,
for
there's
it?
no reason
Yeah.
not to burn 5 here. I feel like
Yeah.
because he already canceled twice, and we know he only refreshed with 4.
Oh,
Oh, he didn't go for it.
Oh, no,
the
you
conservative play.
Oh, I feel like that's a little too conservative here. But I guess like Fate does not have any really like strong pushing turns, right? They kind of only
Yeah.
have those like swings and possibly like the clock kick.
Hmm. But his deck is so bad right now.
It's
It,
so
like,
bad. It's so
gives-
fat. I feel like
I feel like this
I
gives
just
Matt an opportunity, right, to like
yeah.
reset the deck because
Maybe he's worried about him canceling on like 5 or something, and then gets so low that he can freely do whatever he wants. But
I guess so.
I
but like, it's not
yeah,
even like he
I would've-
sacrifices much for
yeah.
the next turn by using the burn here. Because he
Yeah.
ends a turn with 4 stock
hmm
if he burns.
Personally, whenever I have the opportunity in a game, like if I can not give my opponent another turn, I'll go for it, unless it's like the odds are so bad, you know. And I feel in this case, I feel like the burn 5 had a very high chance of at least going through, and then the swing for 3 had a good chance of going through. Like it is definitely asking for a lot, but Matt's deck state at that point was just like not in the best position.
Wow, I would have drawn an event. Miss.
Hmm.
I want him to brainstorm here because if I see the next 4 cards, we would know whether Ryan would have won here if he didn't see a climax here.
Miss.
Yeah, unless he drew the climax, right? That's
Yeah,
the
he might
only
have drawn
other.
it. Yeah, he might have drawn it.
Yeah, but I feel
Um,
like him double brainstorming says that there's still 2 climaxes in his deck, but depending what happens here, or that he's just trying to mill through his deck. So he finally pays out that last climax that was stuck in his stock, it seems.
hmm.
Is the other Fumio visible?
What does he do here? He's just like grab Ilya and hopefully do a free fresh off of that, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do with 1 stock at this point. Well, technically, might have to if he decides to tap move the support to the back row.
I think he has to. He's like.
Well,
not
if he's
enough-
looking for another turn, right? Maybe having this 2 soul beater in the front row, even though like necessarily that support would have way more value in the back row. Maybe he's not seeing like more than 1 extra turn after this. So maybe he's like, I want the 2 soul beater, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
To
sorry.
attack with it.
Yeah, I meant. He doesn't have much of a choice except to attack with this. I think.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
he's just
yeah.
like super resource constrained. You know that
Yeah.
turn where he brainstormed twice and only attacked once. Super like set his resource development back by like basically a turn.
Is my out?
So
Yeah.
definitely seeing the effects of that now. Because
Nope.
Added Shiro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Text.
oh, okay, yeah, stocks.
Oh, goes for the hill.
Play over the rest of soccer with something, I assume.
Well,
He's definitely not. presenting a kill threat this turn. So
Did he
we're
draw the
definitely
other gold
right.
bar then?
Maybe.
We are both 11-5 here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to remove the burn 5 Mega Man for sure. So yeah.
You could just 3-stock it though.
Yeah,
So-
at least like forces him to at least restock it or something, hurt his
Mhm.
resources a little bit, right?
Climax is in there.
Eight.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
because the burn 5 effect is always available to that card. It's not just an on-play effect.
Yep. So they
Mm.
trade here at least.
For one.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna leave this
Is it all
this next
eights?
turn up to
no,
RNGesus.
it's 7.
Alright, I'll count opposite. Can you check his
Sorry?
I'll count. Can you check his condo?
It's not visible.
It's going back with 7, I think.
3,
Yeah, 7. He just triggered the one, right? And then
4.
what's it called? Yeah, so that was the last climax in his deck. He triggered the one, and he still has the clock kick in his hand. So if he does live this next turn, he gets like a turn to maybe like do something with the clock kick, which is
Yeah.
nice. Ryan definitely checking to see whether he had it in his hand or not there. I think Ryan also looking at stock there, considering the 3 costs.
Runs 2. Runs 2. No, I think 3-stock definitely something you should be considering. Extra chances lethal, why not, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't have to, and doesn't have to replace his board either, which is like super good.
Yeah, and then Matt's going to be at 3-2, so if he wants to, he can start with the burn 5 if he feels like it, to see if that just instantly
3-1.
ends the game there.
For 1?
Yeah. Front. 1.
Okay. Grab the run.
Doesn't 3-stock it, opts to try and get another copy of it somehow, I guess.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Grab the bomb.
He has the runner, so he might use it to salvage it back, or salvage something. Like it's a pretty powerful toolbox option for him at the moment because he has his entire waiting room available.
Yeah. Interesting he didn't go for the 3-stock there.
Mhm.
I feel like, I feel like that was probably the play to go for there. But maybe he was just trying to high roll off of getting the other one that's probably still in his deck, unless he for some reason has one in his hand. Because
he has another one in hand. That's like the big brain. That's like the big brain sculpting that
Did you climax here?
Using
Just
the
gonna
runner
grab it
here.
here. Oh no,
Grab
goes
the
for the heal, being very conservative here.
No, but he has the second one in his hand. He's gonna.
Oh, you're right. Big brain. I like where we're going.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Pays out these
There we go.
climaxes.
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
3, 4,
He had the second one in his hand.
5. 6.
Ryan showing composure. I think, going for the.
Oh, he knew. He's like, let me remove these climaxes on top of his deck. He knew. Burn 5. This 5's going through now. Ryan, just a psychic. I can feel it. Oh no, he's considering not burning 5. Please don't
No
do this to
way.
me, Ryan.
No way.
Not again.
Come
not
on.
again. I think he's just afraid, like, if he doesn't kill him this turn, he's gonna have no hand, right? If that's like what he's afraid of here.
Yeah, but again, Matt's follow-up play. I think he has to assume he's probably keeping some cards from this board. So
Yeah.
like, you know, the cards in hand don't necessarily matter that much.
Yeah. At the same time, too, like, I mean, if there was at any moment you were going to do a burn 5, it was definitely not this turn. It was the turn before, I think. And like,
yeah.
by not
Sure.
burning 5, you played for this turn to happen. So at this point,
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of like led yourself into doing the burn 5, no matter what.
Cards in winner.
7.
3-2 rider. You have 4 stock, 3 hand.
This is a harder decision though.
It is
I agree.
tough,
It's
yeah.
like
Sorry. This combo was invisible. You have him in your hand.
Well, I mean, he's still left with enough stock that if this doesn't work out, he can at least 3 cost one of these cards, right? And hopefully
Yeah.
like top deck something good if he lives another turn here. And a worst case scenario, he has like his 2 back row he can push up. They're still attackers. They still have soul, which is still a thing.
Yeah. The worst case scenario though for Ryan is if Matt ends up canceling both the attack and the burn 5. That would be really bad.
Yeah.
Assuming Matt can
Cards in deck.
field. Actually, no, 3 is enough because he has the Sakura on the board. So it's like, so
Mhm.
he has 2 level 3s. He definitely can contest some cards on the board next turn. So
Yeah.
27.
Holy shit, dude.
Like as I said, I think like in the first game or something, I'm a gambling man. I would do the burn 5 every time. I just tell my opponent they're bad at the game and you're gonna eat this 5 and they'll eat it.
If I'm burning 5 here, what am I supposed to ditch?
Is 3 card in there?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of his cards is the level 3 Mega Man, right? So you probably keep that.
Is one of his cards foreclosure?
Is it?
Is that what he's thinking about?
I don't know if foreclosure really matters because if he's going to drop the clock kick next turn, right? And that clock kick gets around foreclosure basically because you build the stock afterwards and pay it out. So I feel like foreclosure has not a lot of value right now. What do you think?
Well, no, he just saves he would save the foreclosure for the rider attack, whatever the last attack would be, right? And then he can't. Then
I'm
then
not
Matt.
worried about your deck state. It's my hand. It's my hand.
Then
He
Matt
can't get the blink or whatever.
Yeah, he's not gonna get. He wouldn't get the blink. It would also explain why he's been so conservative with his resources so far too, because like you know we talked about 3 stocking or whatever, like burn 5, using the burn 5 last turn. But if he's like considering presenting foreclosure as a credible threat, then you know it's understandable why he's so concerned about this resource game.
Yeah, it's definitely understandable. But then he's forgetting the part where if his opponent's dead, he can't do anything, right?
Yeah, I mean,
look, I just want to see people take 5 to the face at this point. All right, Ryan, don't let me down, please. Oh yes, he's hovering over his stock. Come on, Ryan, please burn 5. All right. At what minute of his turn do I get a call judge for slow play? Oh man.
Why couldn't you have just like taken these swings, dude?
Maybe Ryan's trying to wait his opponent out till he falls asleep.
Oh yeah.
I don't blame him. This is such a tough decision.
This is hard, yeah. If one of his cards is foreclosure, and obviously one of them is resonator, it's like pretty tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Because especially if he's trying to like thread into foreclosure like that, that means he can't 3 cost anything next turn, and he'll have absolutely no hand. So he's literally top decking everything at that point.
I wonder if we actually have a slow play protocol for this. Oh,
come on, do it. Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Foreclosure. He's present. Okay, so he doesn't ditch the foreclosure. Okay.
Cancels on 2, unfortunately.
4. 4.
4.
For 4?
4 is pretty big. Can't clock draw or anything here. Oh,
Okay.
still
Cancels
cancels.
both. All right.
Oh man.
Full foreclosure and wait.
Was that 4 cancels by Fate this turn? Did Fate eat any of that?
Canceled everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quad cancel.
1.
Rough.
2. 2.
He might have it. Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, he definitely has it after that. Like you said, I think that was the only play that's really like holding him up, not doing the burn 5 immediately, right?
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So we have a refresh coming here. So Ryan's basically 3-2, and he probably has a clock kick here, so maybe 3-3 here.
Yeah. Well, he definitely has the clock break. He's been keeping it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As
The entire
long
time.
as he can reverse anything, which he should be able to here.
Yeah, it'll be plus
Especially since he has the
2500.
support.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
So Ryan's basically at 3-3. He has to hopefully not take 4.
think that's kind of hard.
Mhm.
His pressure isn't the greatest. Next deck.
And 6 climaxes.
Yep.
Yeah. One deck was 6. 6 and is the last card a climax? That would be interesting. Because he triggered. He triggered +2 on the first attack, right? I think.
Yeah, he swung in for 5 first,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did pay it out, right? Because he played
Yeah,
the
yeah,
3.
yeah. He definitely paid it out. It's just I'm just wondering what the last card is because he has 6 in his waiting right now.
Mhm.
I'm wondering where the last one is. What'd be the last card? No clock kick. Mad Opting Heal. Because he has the right bar, right? Kept that one because he triggered it last, like what? Was it 2 turns ago?
I don't know. It's been an eternity since last turn.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
not sure.
It's
But
like we took a break
he
in
has
the
it.
middle of the game.
Yeah, basically.
Um,
If he has it, he probably just slams it, right?
yeah, I think that would.
You try to push the damage through.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough for Ryan to even like present anything as
Yeah,
far as
okay,
like
there it is.
removing the rider.
I think 4.
Yep.
Yeah, last card was climax.
Yep.
I know the one card in hand, so like shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next attack is attacking with the rider, play around the foreclosure.
Yeah,
And
probably.
it's really rough to if Ryan can't like present the clock kick Mega Man here, then he basically loses a lane of attack here, which is like pretty big for Fate at this point. Because normally like these situations don't happen too often where Rider what is a Medusa, right? Medusa doesn't normally isn't super impactful in this matchup because usually Konosuba just clock kick it away and doesn't care. But like this game is so drawn out now that like it actually
Definitely
is
a
presenting
factor,
as a threat. Yeah. I mean, like we said earlier, and we talked about like the longer the game goes, like the better and better Fate feels, So it's definitely showing out here that like if we can draw this game out longer and longer, then Fate can have like opportunities like this to like make these dead cards normally.
No.
Oh man, climax refresh.
Okay, so Ryan definitely living another
Alright.
turn at least.
So 2.
This is definitely pretty rough. At least
This
there's
is
an open
hard.
lane he can attack into, but like
Deck.
I don't know like how does he claw his way back here. It's probably going to take at least 2 turns to kill the Fate player at this point, right? For Matt to lose the game, actually.
But I don't
Yeah.
think Ryan has the resources to
like, you know, go
fight
that
it.
long, right?
Yeah.
Yep, goes for the 3
Go
cost
3
here.
stock. Yeah. 3 stock's the burn 5. So he has
Yep.
burn 5 as an option this turn.
He can't resonate or anything unless he like draws a stock soul or something. Or actually no, because he needs the 2 cards in hand to. Yeah. Unfortunate.
So the most he can do is just push up a resonator, not in
Actually,
the center lane.
Well, yeah,
Not
definitely
in the
not in the
center lane. We don't want that to happen.
Does he even go for
Oh,
3
no,
attacks here
please.
though? Because it's kind of it's pretty rough. I know he discarded the claw kick
That's
rider,
true. Yeah.
so there's
Attacking
no
3 times
threat
might
for that,
not
right?
be- Yeah,
It's like, no way.
you're right.
Like
Attacking
he only
the
gets
third
damage
time-
if he hits the stock soul on the swing, right? If he puts like Aqua or something in the
Wait,
center.
but he has to. If he wants to burn, he has to attack 3 times.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
Oh no. Dang, Ryder like putting in so much work here, Medusa. Oh man.
and yeah, just time to swing. Ryan has lethal. You know,
Always technically have lethal here. Let's snipe a climax at the top and burn 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Oh,
the
no.
burn 5 feels so bad.
Uh-oh.
You just gotta hope the refresh happens or something.
Oh
right?
no! So he sides here for 1.
Oh, triggers the stock soul.
Yeah. He burns
Hell
5,
yeah.
takes the climax off the top, triggers the stock soul
Hell
for
yeah.
1.
I want to see it. Let's go, Ryan. Snipe the climax off the top for this.
Nothing.
Oh,
Go for it.
dang. Tom, you got my hopes up
Wait, did
so
Matt
much
take 1
there.
He didn't take 1 extra.
Oh man.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Did I say the last attack was for 4?
Oh, we did take
That
1
was for
extra.
3. My bad.
Oh,
I thought it was
shit.
open. My
Oh,
bad.
wait
My
for
bad.
everyone.
You would cancel. You would cancel the Shiro. Yeah, you would cancel.
Yeah, so he would be 1 less here. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so he
fine.
cancels the Shiro. All right.
Yeah.
it's all fixed.
Ooh, close one. All right.
Wow, that was
I'd hate to say it here, but I feel like Matt is basically has the game here.
does seem that way, but
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, even if somehow Ryan lives here, what does he do the following turn, right? Like I guess Matt is at 3-5, which is
He's at
kind of rough here, and
3-5.
he's really close to refreshing. He does have an opportunity
What
to
is-
heal here if he has a healer.
It's completely random because he ditched his.
Yeah, he ditched his
pocket
entire
last
hand,
turn,
just
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
top decked here.
Yeah. I wonder what it is. Ideally, it's another. Oh,
Well,
it's like the worst possible. It's actually the worst possible card it could have been, actually.
Yeah.
Or not like the worst, but like, because now he's definitely like he has a clock if he wanted to like have a chance at like a climax or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he only needs 3 to stick here, right? So.
Yes.
Yeah. How do we tack here? Do we just go 3-2-2 here? Push up the back row? Because like this is kind of like your last turn, basically.
Yeah. It really depends on what he has. Like, I guess it's nothing good.
That's right. He clocked, drew 2 climaxes. Oh man, yeah.
Oh.
It's definitely
Wait,
nothing
drawing
too
2 climaxes
impactful
would
here.
be good though. I think he would much rather have 3 attempts.
I think
at
after
lethal.
clocking though here, he's like,
Ooh, was it?
ooh.
Was it a climax at an alien? He gets the clock bomb off the.
Oh no,
No
'cause
way, no way,
Yeah,
right?
he had to ditch the other card, right? So.
Oh yeah, that's no.
Yeah.
Wait.
So he's going 2-2-1 here. Oh wait, sorry, wait. I have my screen backwards, I think. Oh yeah, he's going 2-2-1.
2-2-1. Yeah, it's going 2-2-1. And he definitely wants to kill them. He definitely wants to reverse the burn 5
Mhm.
because
Kill the burn 5.
or he
Well, doesn't
lets it
matter.
live.
I'm dead anyway. All right, let's not.
Hey, let's-
speculate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, Ryan has no hand, right? So like,
The 3.
all right, he gets the trigger.
Wow. Wowie zowie. Yeah. All right.
GG.
All right, finally. Ooh,
The end of a long ordeal,
unfortunate
I guess.
there.
Oh man. So
Man, that last
Riot
game was
going-
definitely the best of the series.
Yeah, yeah, super close.
You
Yep.
top picked the bar, right? The one that you did.
No, I didn't.
I definitely would have liked to see Ryan been a little bit aggressive that one turn. We were
There's
both
no way
like he
you're supposed to
probably
go
should
for
burn
it.
5 here because of
Yeah,
Matt's deck
yeah.
compression was just
I was
like not in the
"What's
greatest
the
spot there.
I cancelled the five."
I would have liked to seen that, but I mean, besides that, overall, it was just like
Last
an
time, right?
amazing
And you
game.
went to 3-2?
Hmm. For sure.
You
Super
definitely
close. We got to
focused
see
in
the best
on
of both decks, I think. You know, we
Mhm.
literally got to see them stock swap each other.
I don't think I drew a bar. Though.
Yeah.
Got to see
Exactly.
the entire level 3, like rainbow of level 3 options played, except for the clocking, I guess. But like, you know,
I don't agree
Yeah.
with the five.
Um,
honestly.
No, why would you ever burn 5 there?
Yeah,
Like
that's
that,
right. No,
that's
I'm pretty sure
that's
I
like
cancelled, right? Didn't I trigger a bar just a bit later or something? Wait.
you double brainstorm
No.
and you completely. So
No, I missed
hindsight,
two
you would have
brainstorms.
died.
Yeah, I would have died.
Yeah, hindsight, you
No,
would
no,
have
I
died.
did
But
draw.
like,
Yeah,
Ryan
I drew
talking
a bar,
about
unless I
him
cancelled.
would have how he would have died if he did the burn
I don't
5 there.
think it was too
Yeah,
far
no,
back.
because I discarded a bar for Katsuki. I'm pretty sure. Wait,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
did.
no.
Yeah, you did. That's why I'm asking you. If it's
all right, I guess we'll
Didn't I discard bar on the
Hop in there.
post game. Yeah, all right.
no. It was the turn after I died.
Yeah, we'll just stop in there. All right, see you in the Discord
I
call.
have to check the VOD.
Yep,
I
see
don't
there.
know now. One of the two turns I drew bar. I think.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's no way you burn 5 there though.
No.
Hi,
that's-
guys.
I was very.
There's no way. If I hear people saying you should have burned 5, I'm gonna be kind of upset.
Hey,
It's
Ryan,
actually-
dude. We were
Kid,
talking
go
about it, and we were like, Ryan should have burned 5.
Yeah, I love hindsight, right? Hindsight's
No, but-
hindsight's always great.
At that point, the 5 was so favored to cancel. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
And
What
then
does a
if
5
you
do
do that,
there?
Like,
A 5 just burns my resources, and
Yeah,
he's at
yeah.
fucking 2-6.
you have the 5s later for when I'm less compressed anyway. So there's no point to do 5 there.
you were like, weren't you like 2 in 12 or something ridiculous like that?
No, that was game
I
2.
fumioed him that turn. I fumioed him that turn to 5 and
No, it was 4. 'cause
high
he had the,
20s.
it was 4.
No, it was 5. It was 5. He had
He had-
3 in bin.
He had 1 in his
shuffled on
stock.
4.
He had 1 in his stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't pay it out. So he had 4 in like a lot.
Yeah, and 2 of them got canceled like immediately, and I think he was legitimately like something like 2 and.
Wait, did he have from the stock swap? So 1,
Yeah,
2.
he didn't pay it
So he
out.
had 2.
That's why
Yeah.
we were really surprised. He didn't
That was one of
there.
yeah.
But it was like completely understandable too, like holding your resources to go out longer.
I mean, you were thinking about the foreclosure though, right? I think it was like a.
Yeah, hand was. I could have resonated for more hand, but hand was like that. Some random ass card, like another burn 5,
Yeah, it was
a
that,
dead
burn
card,
5,
and then a foreclosure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
of
was
course.
my hand.
Mhm.
So I had.
Um,
It's like if you go for the burn 5, what do you do next turn?
Nothing because you won the game. I'm just joking. But yeah, I mean, it was completely understandable not going for the burn 5 there too. I think Tom and I were talking about it. I'm more of a gambling man. I'm like, this 5 sticks, he just immediately wins the game.
this 5 sticks. I'm out of here until tomorrow.
Exactly. You just tell Matt he sucks and it's fine, and then it'll work itself out.
Fuck, how can I tell him he sucks when he cancels like 8 out of 9 attacks the past couple turns?
Let's see.
Imagine if I triple cancel there and then hit brainstorms again. And then you don't Fumio. But it didn't matter because I sacked anyway.
Well, first things first, I guess. Congratulations, Matt.
Thanks.
You have won the first iteration of our Weiss Schwarz Invitationals. You know, well-deserved win, I think. You actually smashed your way there because you've been winner's bracket the entire time.
Yeah, I dropped
So,
3 games.
Super impressive. Like, congratulations. Like, yeah. Against super stiff competition, you showed your stuff, and you know, we'll hope to see more of you. You know, certainly hope you've gotten at least a few more fans along the way.
Hopefully people stop disrespecting Australia.
Dang.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
doesn't this mean Australia is the best region?
Uh-huh. And sorry, Ryan.
Eh,
Still, I think coming in second is like super good, super good accomplishment. I don't think you left anything on the table. I think,
Yeah, definitely nothing to scoff at.
yeah,
And all three of these games were great. Well, except maybe the first game. But
That was a non-game.
yeah.
Ryan
The
very
first-
like, yes, this is what I need to like have the energy to get through this. Was second game one really bad as
yeah.
Matt like rolled really hard. So you get two chances to maybe like close it out. But like Matt's an amazing player and definitely showed his skill off in the last two games.
Well, we already talked a little bit about the burn 5, I guess, but I think the only other question I had was like for Matt, and that was like, did you just open poorly game 1, or was it game 1 where you only you like attacked
So
once?
I kept a stock swap in hand.
Right.
Plus like a bar and an Akatsuki, I think,
Uh-huh.
or something like that. And then I found a stock bomber for Katsuki, and I'm thinking if I don't answer that oversize, then I'm probably just gonna get tri-filled stock sold, and if I don't cancel, like go to mid-level 1. That's like worst case scenario. If I answer the oversize and he tri-fields anyway, he's like kind of on resources. He has to have resonates ready for the follow-up. But then I kind of got punished, and he attacked twice. I double cancelled with brainstorm, never find danger, and downhill from there. And then I didn't cancel, so like 3 in the bottom.
That was actually super rough. We were talking about that, I think, because you hit level 2 first, and then you definitely want to hit more than 1 on that brainstorm, right? I felt
I felt
that was
0 the previous turn, then only at 1. Like if I managed to attack twice the previous turn, then I could have done a refresh there, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, because you only had the 2 stock. Was it 2 stock? 1 stock.
I had 1 stock.
1 stock. Yeah, you had the brainstorm.
Resources were very rough there that game. Too.
My only out was hitting 2 there, I think, or something, or just canceling once the previous turn. I don't know. Well, best case scenario is I take a 3 the previous turn, because hitting 1 first is quite good. Like people think, if you mill out your first deck, and assuming there's 1 to 2 climaxes in the lower part of the deck, just resolving the combo thins your deck enough to make the cancels much more favored, and getting that off is like very important to Fate's early game.
Yeah,
because it needs to stabilize early, otherwise it's just gonna die.
Yeah, we saw what happened when he didn't get those cancels.
Yeah.
At level 1. Yeah, it was let's see. I guess I'll just start with Ryan, I guess. Like tell us a little bit about your journey with this iteration of Konosuba throughout the tournament, and like, any tips, tricks, any like, key cards you thought were super important, anything you might want to change for the future, if you
I mean, this is still the same build I ran at Worlds, so I still think like the deck's perfectly fine. Like it does exactly what you want it to do. I can't think of anything I would want to change. I think that the deck is as solid as it could be with what English has to offer.
Can I say something about the build?
Oh, sure, of course. Go ahead.
Of course.
If you know you're going into a field of like decks that play bombs at 0, then you'd probably want to play Forerunners, but obviously that's not the meta at the moment. So the build seems pretty good. Just not good against Fate.
That was something I was considering, but like
in other matchups,
like what decks do that? It's Fate.
I think Jetch ran 4 stock bombs.
Yeah,
AOT list
stock bombs,
and also Bang Dream.
Yeah, Bang Dream with the bomb deck bomb, right? Or the stock bomb. They have good stock bombs and bomb deck bombs. So, but
okay. I'm not a fan of the runner that much as like a turn 1 card, because like if you go second, it's dead. It's too weak. It's just gonna die to whatever they try land. So it's like a goal first only kind of card.
If Fate just opens Vol, they're gonna try full turn 2 sometimes anyway, which outs the runner.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, turn 1, yeah.
I guess like one thing I was considering cutting, like just completely cutting the drop search actually, but I think the drop search actually put in
It's pretty good as a one-off.
A lot of work this tournament.
Yeah.
Like it completely saved game 2 from being unplayable. I think it saved a couple other games. Like the one game I didn't stream with Clinton, I had like the same situation. All resonates are in bottom half of the deck, so I don't have any going into turn 1. Like drop search is 5th copy your resonate, gets your resonate, and then you can stabilize. It's like a card put in, we're probably gonna keep it now.
All right.
Besides that,
And
I think no, that's about it.
okay. And then if you have any shout outs, the floor is yours, you know. Final shout outs.
Shoutouts is always strictly broken, you know, etc. etc. Buy slime there. I don't know if they have slime left.
I don't think they
Slime.
do, actually. I think they sold a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think JK might actually, ironically.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's possible.
Check out Strictly Broken. What else? What else? I want to give a special shout outs to one of my locals, Sajiv. He's probably not watching, but he actually played Fae with me, so he gave me like ideas on how to actually play into the matchup, which like actually came up in this game or in these games. So thanks, Sajiv. I'm sorry I let you down. That's it.
All right. And Matt, like, I'm interested in hearing your reflections, I guess, on this tournament. You know, the
Yeah.
deck, the list.
Oh,
You know,
shout outs
any.
first or
Oh yeah,
after?
you can go in whatever order you want. It's
Okay.
your
I'll do
time.
shout-outs now.
All right.
I've got a lot. First to Judas for lending me the deck in the first 2 rounds. Because I only picked it up a week before the tournament. And then thanks for all my local test players. Nathan, Judas again, James, Mauricio, Darcy. I feel like I'm forgetting someone else. And there's also Ken and Vince in Sydney who helped me. And also Ian, who ran a lot of numbers for me to work out when to do what plays. I think that's everything.
It's the inside scoop. All right. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any thoughts on your run? Any reactions? Like, how are you feeling, man?
I was pretty confident going into Konosuba matchup. Like, it's slightly unfavored, but not because of the clock kick, as everyone thinks. It's just because of foreclosure and Fumio, but that's good against pretty much every deck. So, like, I rate the matchup like maybe 55% Konosuba at worst, because it loses early game to Fate, and Fate can do disgusting things later. And it can usually play around Fumio quite well. And I think people were sleeping on Fate going into the tournament. I expected a lot more. I think it's best deck in format right now. Maybe not by the end of the year. Happy to answer any other questions.
Yeah. Anything you change? Anything or any like tips, I guess, for people who are picking up Fate now?
Deck
Or
changes.
yeah.
I was thinking of
Cutting
cutting
the drop search, right?
But
yeah,
it's come up as the red
fourth
pick,
brainstorm.
like in so many games now that I don't want to cut it anymore. I think missing red, this being red, has come up more than me missing the 4th brainstorm. So I'm like, I'm on the fence if I should swap it or not. And the other change I wanted to make, well, I haven't tested yet, but it's cutting one of these and one of these for 2 Musashis, just so you have some better cards to close out the game. Because when you want to play Musashis, it means you're usually dead. And since you play a lot of yellow cards, if your clock's full, you probably have yellow for it.
Yeah,
so
and it's not reverse reliant either.
Yeah, and it's costless. So that's why I think it's quite probably the play. But I'll have to test it. But then again, I kind of just want to drop the deck now because I don't have another English tournament until next year.
Feels bad, man.
So if anyone wants to fight Fate, just send me a message.
That's good.
Okay, you know, Kit, do you have anything you want to ask either player?
Yeah, I just have like one question for Matt. Like, I didn't get to watch like every single one of your games, but how often was the Blinker Caster like pivotal to your game plan? And do you
I
you
put it in
really
the
like the
deck.
card as a one of, or?
Yeah, you definitely keep it in. It like you have to have it for the mirror match.
Mhm.
And then it's also good against Reezer and Goblin Slayer Minus Soul.
Mhm.
And then occasionally against like Card Captor combo, AOT combo. I can't think of others right now. Fate Apocrypha, I guess. I'm sure there's a couple others. Rem markers. You can
Sow
often let
Alcization.
Rem. Yeah, Elcization. You can often let Rem like get lots of markers, and then you blink and play a refresh event,
Yeah.
which is pretty disgusting. But like I didn't run into Minus Soul, but in those matchups, if you stabilize, you can often just spam blinks non-stop every turn and win.
Mhm.
So it's a card I definitely play over the bouncer, as it's also a blue fix and it's on trait.
All right. Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
basically the only question I really had. I was just interested in his thoughts on that.
Any questions from viewers?
I don't think so. Chat's a little quiet right now.
Yeah, fair
Has been
enough.
a
Most people leave by now.
it's been a long set.
Yeah.
um I think let's see. I think that's it then. I would just like to final shout out to NovaTCG. Oh, well, someone has a question. All right. One question. Someone wants to know why you think Fate. Someone wants to know if there's a specific reason why you think Fate might not be the top deck in the format after this year.
Will this affect card prices? I think Konosuba mainly. Its new finisher is like so annoying,
New
and
Konosuba makes the
can
matchup
spam
a
early
lot
play
better.
heals. Yeah, can spam early play heals. Has a refresh to fix its deck.
Yep.
It's gonna be
Refresh
obnoxious.
makes the matchup better. The Union Fate can't deal with the Union early play, or can't
Yeah.
deal with it well. You can bottom Fate Konosuba bottom decks their cards, so it denies the clock encores.
Yep.
You still have all the outs to Rider. You still have Foreclosure. You still have Fumio. You can like maybe play your zeros differently
Matchup's
to make like
terrible
the
by
zero
then.
game not even that bad. It's like
I think Slime also does pretty well against Fate. And Memory Snow as well is just a very good deck in my opinion. It's like most consistent deck in the game maybe, and it can also get away with like Trifield slamming early. Has early play heals. It has a obnoxious top end with the Rem combo. It can loop its combo very easily if it wants to, and then has memory compression. And it's all like uninteractive, so your opponent can't do anything about it either. So I think those three decks are ones to look out for going forward.
All right. I guess I guess that was the one question. I guess thank you both for participating, and thanks to all the players for participating. You know, the event's just impossible without players. So, we really appreciate everybody who showed up and like committed a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you know, dared to expose themselves a little bit, right, to the audience, right? Because like you know, Decklist Republic and stuff, a lot of scrutiny ended up happening for these games, and so really appreciate everybody, no matter where you placed. You know, we appreciate you all.
Yeah, definitely thanks to all the casters and the people behind the scenes that were
Mhm.
working out the brackets and stuff and setting up this event and everything. So everyone involved, like, great work overall.
Yeah, and obviously we'll be looking to improve our process for future events. Hopefully they happen. Fingers crossed. But nothing's guaranteed as of right now. And one final final thanks to NovaTCG. They sponsored this event. I'm not sure how the payout's gonna happen. I don't remember the details, but I think it would be kind of lame if Mac got store credit he couldn't use. So I don't know. I think but you know, NovaTCG was generous enough to sponsor the event. You know, the players were playing for money, which always, ups the stakes and increases the level of competition, I think, which kind of,
Playing for fame.
Yeah, playing for fame, playing for a little bit of money, Stakes on the line are always good, I think. Especially because
Yep.
this event doesn't exactly lead anywhere yet.
Also,
Wink,
shout
wink.
out to ENTCG.
Yeah,
sponsoring
shout out.
as well.
Yeah, shout out to ENTCG. They're gonna have some cool mats. We had some cool mats made. Shout out to Kit, right? You helped with that.
Yeah.
Burn one, yeah.
Put in
All right, yeah, it was a
money
collab.
in to print out the mats and everything.
Yeah,
so
That's right.
yeah, you guys
Yeah.
should be receiving those sometime soon, whenever they show up, and we'll mail them out.
Yeah, NovaTCG source for a bunch of stuff. New and old Japanese cards that are kind of hard to find right now for at least the US and probably EU. Yeah. Then, Kit, do you have any other shout outs, anything before I close out the stream?
I think we got everything there. Yeah. Once again, thanks to all the players. Thanks to everyone working behind the scenes, the casters, and everything like that. They did some amazing work. It's definitely rough, like creating this event for the entire world, basically. Time
Right,
zones
yeah.
and stuff is one thing really hard to work with, but outside that, like everyone did great. So glad I was able to be a part of this.
Yeah, me too. All right. And with that, I'd like to bid everyone a final good morning, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you might be. This was the final set of the tournament. We'll have like a recap and stuff sometime. I don't know exactly when that's happening, but a recap with our thoughts, reflections on the entire process coming soon. So there might not be more games coming up, but stay tuned for whatever might come next from us, the Weiss Schwarz Invitationals team. Big shout out to all the viewers. We also appreciate you very deeply. So thanks everybody for sticking with us until the very end. And yeah.